We live.
What's good, people? It's Thursday, Hotep Thursday, hottest podcast in the streets. Hotep's been told you, episode 111, 111. Back at it again. I am Uncle Hotep. He is Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus, what's going on, man?
Oh man, life is crazy as usual. Living in the United States of communism. um, Great news.
Yeah.
Ice Bay has an OnlyFans account.
Okay.
Ice Bay has officially come to OnlyFans, along with Cardi B. So OnlyFans.com/Ice Bay. That's her official URL, onlyfans.com/Ice Bay. She's on there officially. Cleared it with her employer and all of that. People asking like, what's she gonna post? What's she gonna post? Obviously not no nasty shit, you nasty niggas. Damn. Chill. Obviously she ain't gonna be, but she know what y'all want. Like, relax, she gonna give y'all what y'all want. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna be happy with the content you get. If you're looking for something nasty, take your nasty ass on some elsewhere. Plenty of accounts on there for that. But yeah, so that's great news. To have Ice Bay out here finally getting paid for her fame for being Border Patrol Agent of the Year. Our wonderful ICE organization.
Yeah, shout outs to the Border Patrol. You see, somebody tried to climb that damn fence and fell and died. That's crazy.
What?
Yeah. It was like earlier this week, and Jesse Lee Peterson was like, "The walls work out." Oh man, Jesse. Jesse had White History Month last month. You see that, right?
Did he?
Yeah, he got White History Month shirt, everything.
Yo, we got to nominate him for Grifter of the Year awards.
Oh yeah, Grifter of the Year awards. Go- the GOY. Are we gonna make? When are we gonna do it? Are we in December? Or are we gonna wait to the end of December? Right.
I don't know how you want to do it. You want to do it like on some New Year's Eve type thing, or prior that week, or I don't know.
Maybe the week prior.
All right.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Stay tuned for the Grifter of the Year awards. If you got some nominations, hit us up. Hit us on Twitter. Make sure you subscribe to that Patreon of Hotep Nation. You can when you subscribe to Hotep Nation Patreon, you get access to the Discord. You know what I mean, and we can have a chat in there. We might as well put up a channel in there. You know what I mean, we can have have the subjects, and we can have different categories. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So shout out, stay on the tune for Grifter of the Year awards. The GOY. Oh man. Shout out everybody in the chat. Thanks for coming through. Please hit that like button. Please hit that share button.
Ironically, it's also Goya. Hashtag Goya, Goya, Grifter of the Year awards.
Yeah, the Goya awards, yeah.
But the Grifter of the Year would be GOY. He's a good guy.
Lord have mercy. Super chats, Chad. Let's get it. Hotep on the extended family. Hotep Nation is the answer. Doesn't matter what the question is. Hotep and build. Shout out to Chad. FaZe Huck. What's up, gang? Prayers to Lebanon 2020. Real kicking it in the second gear now. Peace and love. Watch the world. Sean Randolph, thanks for $4.99 donation. Javon Smiley, thanks for $10 nation. Take all these simps money. Come on, man. These ain't simps. These are people that want to get woke, want to get entertained.
No, they talking about Ice Bay.
Oh, he's talking about Ice Bay.
Yeah, talking about Ice Bay getting that simp money.
Come on, man.
She already getting it. See, yeah, look, there's a brewing simp culture, right? Yeah. There's a brewing simp culture, and these simps actually take pride in being simps. I don't know if you guys know this, but there's a simp army coming, and they have no problem with being called simps. They're calling themselves simp, and they are They're actually pimping, simping because they're making brands out of being simps. So there's a little bit of a grift culture in this simp world.
Yeah.
Simping is evolving as a culture. I just like people to know that. So you can call them a simp now, but it's going to be hard to embarrass these guys because they are proud simps. They brag about how much money they've given these women. And the women are actually practicing a little bit of reciprocity with their favorite fans. So watch out. Simps are coming.
Yeah, I remember with that when we had Baked Alaska on, he was talking about that. I was like, man, it's no stopping, man. We're we're not even close to stopping, man. Like, there's no like we're not going to see the return to where it once was. We're not going to see it. Maybe our children, maybe our grandchildren, us, it's over. It's a
Yeah.
wrap.
Yeah. We in trouble.
Hold on, let me finish these. Okay, Sean Randolph, what's up, fellas? Love both of y'all. Hotep Jesus, the interview was fire with Gary. You got a couple. You had a couple joints dropped this week, right?
Yeah. Gary was last Friday did Gary the Numbers Guy. Me and Deming shot his video, I believe last Monday. That dropped this week. Um and that was the Demic interview. That's part one that's on the channel right now. If you guys haven't watched that, go watch that. That's like Hotep Jesus pre Hotep Jesus. That was like, and then so that's part one. That's about 34 minutes. And then we have another part that'll be coming out soon too. But we're gonna push this part one for a little while, and then um, that's with Demic. That's a really dope interview. I think you guys are really gonna love that interview.
Yeah, I
Real
called
intimate.
y'all was talking about some old like the old glory days and shit like that.
Yeah. We was kicking it, man. But a lot of gems in there. A lot of gems, especially for the young crowd. A lot of gems, or the entrepreneur crowd. A lot of gems.
The Master Opie, Lord forgive me, I have simped. I pay my penance to the Hoteps. Thank you for the 999 donation. Thank you, Master One. Let's get right to it. Beirut, man. Let's give condolences to all the people that died. You know, there was a big explosion. Um, Crazy. You know, people, all types of theories have come out. You know, it was fire. First, it was fireworks. I was like, come on, man. Like, let's stop being ridiculous. People was at fireworks. Then it was the fireworks next to, I guess they had some, I don't know, sodium nitrate or some type of compound. Like, they had tons of it because, you know, by itself, it's not. You have to add something to it. Make explosive. You know what I mean? But they had intercepted a boat, that some people were saying that was headed to the Wahhabis, and they had stopped it and they had it parked there, and it was parked there for 6 years in that warehouse. Now, it was a big explosion, man. Like it was like miles around. It said it was. They felt the aftershocks in Cyprus and Greece and shit like that. Um, it was just sad,
4.5 on the Richter scale.
Yeah, that was crazy. Now, everybody's in a rush to who to blame, what happened, and stuff like that. You know, now I'm not gonna blame people. Some
You better watch what you say on my channel.
all I'm gonna say is people just saying that was just accident. It was that it would just happen. Like, I don't know about that. You know what I mean? It was there for 6 years. So you have to pay it in mind. You know, so for it to just go off like that is I don't know. Some circumstances happen. We don't know. So I think we shouldn't be rushing to say who did what and who did what. Let's get some facts out. Let's find some. They said they're going to find out who did it and put them responsible. So let's see what happens with that. Let's not jump to conclusions and blaming people and stuff like that. But just saying it was just an accident and they're dumbasses for having that there is just like, I don't know, man. But I think we should ask me, why did they have it for so long? What were they using it for? And like, if they have it parked there, they like, come on, you think it was just collecting dust? Hey, I don't know, man. But what do you think about the situation? Or you just want to talk about it?
Um, First of all, I'd like to say condolences to the people who lost their lives as well. This is a tragic event. A lot of people was lost. A lot of lives were lost. There's whispers in the Hotep community. I'm not saying I agree or don't agree. And said those were Arabs that enslaved our ancestors, so they don't care too much. Again, I'm not going to comment. I'm just giving you word on the Hotep Street.
Come on, there's a lot of Christians over in Lebanon, man.
You don't want to know what the Hoteps think about Christians.
Come on, man.
um, I think it's a tragedy. I personally think it's a tragedy anytime lives are lost. I don't want to see lives get lost, especially innocent lives. I believe you're a goddamn fool if you believe the official story. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Um, but I know what I know. I know what happened. I know. I started looking up some shit, and as I started looking up some shit, I found so much shit. I said, "Let me close this app out. Let me just." I'm gonna just leave this search. I didn't search a little too far because I started finding things that started adding up, like intentions from other countries. Just a few months ago, some countries was violating airspace. When I saw that, I said, "Woo!" I, I'm gonna leave this one alone. Yeah, I did that on Duck Duck. I ain't do none of that on Google. But yeah, that did you see the negative? The negative
Yeah,
video?
I seen that, but I don't know. I didn't know if that was photoshopped or not. I didn't put too much stock in it. But is that a real thing? Is that the real McCoy? That negative exposure?
I can neither agree or deny. But when I saw one video, people arguing over that was a bird. It was definitely a goddamn bird. That wasn't the video. But that second blast was different. Different.
Yeah, it was. It definitely was.
The cloud from it.
Yeah.
Did you see the circular of the cloud? Now I ain't no bomb expert. I ain't no alchemist. I don't know all my compounds and chemicals, but that blast was unique. Well, I should say ununique to be scientifically correct because it came out in a very symmetric cloud shape. It was circular in motion, in shape, and I'm just like, I'm gonna just leave that alone. You know what I mean? I don't want to dig too deep on that. I'm just saying that cloud. Somebody need to tell me what's going on with that cloud. I need somebody to explain to me. Even if it's if it happened because there was chemicals, just explain to me how that cloud forms and show me other cloud formations from similar explosions like that. Because that cloud formation looked like a super weapon, and I ain't fucking with nobody that got them type of weapons.
Yo. Yeah, yeah. We gonna leave that alone. Yo, Fred, I see you, man. Don't ban my boy Fred. Fred, we got to keep it PG in here, man. Don't we can't draw some eyes in here. P Dog Knight. Thanks for donation $2. Hey, got the mic straight. Thank you. Pause. John Lemley. Beirut looked like a continuous proof of the jet fuel can in fact melt steel beams.
John Lemley.
Oh my gosh. 275 in the room. Please hit that thumbs up. Please hit that share button. Um, TikTok didn't get banned. Now, I guess they're trying to get Microsoft to buy it, right? But didn't China say, "Nah, you ain't buying shit"? Isn't that what China said? China said, "Kiss our ass."
Yeah. Yeah. Young or Zhang. I think his last name is Zhang. Apparently, Zhang used to work for Microsoft.
Mhm.
So when the ban came down, Microsoft was the first call. I don't know if these are verified facts. This is what came down the wire today. Um, but the Chinese government came out and said, "Look, yeah, I'm about to just do this shit." But Bill Gates obtaining TikTok is just something I'm not willing to have. I'd rather let China keep the app and we ban it. But China's making moves. Like they're moving one of their data facilities to like Ireland or somewhere in the UK. So they're making plans. They not, they've got options. Um, but they're here to stay. I think the big problem with TikTok is Zuckerberg. Instagram just released Reels.
Right. Did you mess with it yet? I haven't messed with it.
I don't play with that shit. I ain't got time to be trying to fucking hit buttons on the screen to make content and shit. That shit's too. I ain't got time
Right.
for all of that. That's just me being an old head though and being stubborn. I need somebody to teach it to me. I need like somebody to come show me like this how you do that. I'm not about to sit there and figure that shit out though. You messed with it?
No. I seen the thing that's saying they're adding it, but
Mm,
I didn't mess with it either. You know what I'm saying? I don't got really time. My hands is full as it is. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
um, I don't know. Is you think TikTok is going to survive, man? It looks like they might be out here for a little bit.
Um, like I said, I think Trump's the least of their concerns, and Instagram is the biggest of their concerns. Zuckerberg,
Okay. You
that
think
Reels,
Instagram can get them out the paint?
yeah, yeah, they've already got the everybody on the platform. Look what they did to Snapchat. It's funny they were just in court. Was it last week? And Zuckerberg's like, no, we don't copy people's apps. I was just like, TikTok's under fire, and all of a sudden, he pops up with this app ready to go, right? All of a sudden, Reels is ready to go, right?
Right.
But I've been reporting on Reels from the first time they announced it, so we knew this was coming. This was announced before he even went to Congress. That he announced that Facebook said they were working on a Snapchat like clone in Reels. And it's just like, where's Facebook like putting all these apps at? Like, right, you got Reels, so you got Snapchat in there, you got TikTok in there, you got YouTube in there, like you got a lot of things going on inside Instagram. It's like, where are you storing this? Like their UI is just terrible. The UI of Instagram has not changed since the very beginning, very little. They've done a lot of Facebooky things like algorithms and explore pages, but they haven't done anything as far as organizing these types of content. If I come to your page, how do I navigate to your reels or navigate to your IGTV? There's like no button on profile pages for any of this stuff, right? It's
Yeah.
like they're just slapping shit in there and just like, nigga, you'll find that shit. It's just it's so sloppy and dirty. And I think maybe because I'm in software, so I deal with that stuff on a daily basis. Like that's my job. Like that's my professional skill set is apps, right? And it's just like you could just look and just tell like they don't care, right? Like they just don't care at all. But they do care about capturing the market and putting people out of business, right? And that's what Zuck's all about with that whole Reels thing. But I think Reels is gonna gain some traction. It's going to need. They're gonna have to pay the influencers. They're gonna have to come up over some checks with some influencers. They're gonna have to bump whoever's a current influencer of Instagram is gonna have to get a bump in pay. I saw. I think who was the first one of the first people? Selena Gomez had like 7.5 million views on her first Reels. Did you see that? I'm not sure if you
No,
saw
I
that.
don't. I see that.
Yeah, but like her reels when it came out. So I'm like, did Facebook cut her a check and say, hey, yo, like be the first? Because all she did was open up her refrigerator and close it. It was like really stupid. Um, But I think they're gonna have to. Facebook's gonna have to narrow in on influencer marketing.
Now, what do you say? Because we was in the black conservative, we in the black conservative chat, and I'll be checking in there, and a lot of them was like, "How are you going to ban TikTok when for spying on the American people? When Google spies, when Facebook spies, like other U.S. Uh, companies, they sell our data, they spy on us. Why is it? Why is it? I know why, because they're trying to, they're trying to get a leg up. They're trying to compete. You know, they're trying to keep a head up on China. But what do you say to the people that say, well, all these other companies are selling our data and spying, so what's wrong with TikTok doing the same thing?
It's just an uneducated approach, and I'm gonna go ahead and just read to you. Um, so these people call themselves American citizens, and they say this proudly, right? So it says a member of a free society or jural society possessing all the rights and privileges which can be enjoyed by any person under its constitution and government, and subject to the corresponding duties. In American law, one who, under the Constitution of the laws of the United States or a particular state, and by virtue of or naturalization within the jurisdiction, is a member of the political party, owing allegiance and being entitled to the enjoyment of full civil rights. So you owe, once you call yourself an American citizen, you owe allegiance to the corporation of the United States of America. And you can't complain about what corporations do when your country is a corporation, because we're dealing with law, right?
Right.
Business, basically, business law, contract law. So when you say you're an American citizen and American countries are spying on you, that's a battle you should have fought years ago. You lost that battle years ago. You let all these companies work with the government and you ain't said nothing. But as soon as China does it, now all of a sudden you want to say something. I think that's silly, right? I think it's like saying anybody can fuck me. Right? Like like you just gonna let everybody just raw dog you? You know what I mean? Like this is what you saying, everybody should be able to raw dog us if USA's raw dogging us. You know what I mean? It's like, nah, like you have to say no somewhere, right?
Right.
And I think the fact that American made apps are banned in China, it shouldn't be odd that we reciprocate at a very basic level. Why would you want a foreign nation to have intelligence on the nation you live in? That's national security risk. If the people inside your nation have surveillance access to you, at least it's your nation who you say you owe allegiance to.
Right.
So you should be cool with it. Google, and there's another thing I have a problem. I thought about this lawsuit against the tech companies. Now I said, you know what? I said, you people are really ungrateful, to take Google to court for those allegations. There's things you could have taken Google to court for, but taking to Google for the things that Google gave you niggas knowledge.
True.
They changed the idea of a search engine to Google. You don't search anymore. You Google things.
Right.
They made all information accessible and easy. They gave you email. They gave you a whole lot of tools that run our society. They got the best keyboard on iPhone. And y'all say they're a monopoly or this, that, and the third, and so on and so forth. And I'm like, they gave you opportunity. They gave you a space so you could climb the ranks. Without Google, how would people find you? How would they find you? Today you say, yo, go Google me. You don't know who I am? Go Google me. Google made it possible for you to be discovered. So I don't understand, like, and I think that's just because I'm just like this anarcho-capitalist who
Hmm.
feels like, like, let's just, like, fuck all these rules and laws, like, just let's go. But again, like, even Instagram, like, I'm not taking, they gave you fools an opportunity to show your ass and make some money. So I'm not mad at them. I'm always mad at the consumer, because the consumer dictates the flow of the market. And that's all I have to say about that.
Yeah, my biggest beef with Google is like sometimes they would jury rig the search results. You know what I'm saying? You know, let the search results be the search results. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't hide shit. You know what I'm saying? That's my biggest thing. Like, don't hide shit and don't fucking like drop people because you don't want them, or up people because you want these people to be heard. Like with Hotep. You know what I'm saying? Before you was all the way up the top. Then what I mean, they started dropping. They put up what's that nut ass very smart brothers, that bullshit ass article they did. What I mean? That's bullshit. You know what I mean?
Even YouTube, we don't rank number one. As much
Right.
content we put out under Hotep, and we still don't rank number one. Like, really? Come on.
Yeah.
But like I said, there's plenty of things to be mad at Google for. But the things that we took them to court for, I was just like, I don't know. Like all that competing and shit.
Yeah. Brandon Cooser, salute. I've been gone a few weeks and I missed a few lives. Welcome back, Brandon. Thanks for $9.99 donation. Hotep Tiger, thanks for the $50 donation. Last episode of Fire was fire. You guys helped me through my last deployment with the amazing content and knowledge. Keep up the good, amazing work. Be safe out there, Hotep Tiger, and wherever you're deployed to, man. We're all across the world, Uganda, uh, Britain, Australia, everywhere. Shout outs to everybody listening all around the world. Sam Dumb U41. Explosion happened on 75th anniversary of Hiroshima. Is that right?
Y'all still talking about that?
Don't tell me no more. I don't want to hear no more about it. Oh man, I didn't even know that, man. Damn, man.
Keep messing around. Keep messing around. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You're gonna be in Ed Buck house, buck naked.
New York City lockdown. They said if you come back to New York, man, they have checkpoints, man. They really having checkpoints, man. Is this really? Show me your papers, please. What I mean? If you come from out of state, they're gonna force you to quarantine for 2 weeks. This is what we doing.
Blue states.
God, this is
Blue states are the worst, bro. Um, like my man Subtle Bodie said, Victor Valentine, he said communism spread faster than COVID. I'm gonna say that
yeah.
one more time. Communism spread faster than COVID. Mm. Yeah. Talking about they're gonna be handing out pamphlets and whatnot. At the bridges and tolls and whatnot. I'm like, I'm going through Easy Pass. You ain't gonna have time to pass me nothing. What's going on?
Yeah, you're right.
What
Yeah,
happened?
best draw, man.
Yeah, like y'all stoning up the Easy Pass lane. Let me find out. Like, see, they moving different out there. But again, they want to just continue to abuse their power. Like, I wonder if we can get away with this. Let's do this. Let's do that. And I think some of it's like busy work, right? Like they have nothing to do. COVID's still a topic, and people just want to just create work for people.
That's crazy. I'm like, but I thought Trump, like in the beginning, he was like, "Yeah, let's ban fucking travel between states," and everybody was like, "Oh no, 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 no!" Like, now it's like, you come out here, man. You can't, give me your papers. You got locked in for 2 weeks, man. Like, what's going on? Then today, you seen today they trying to kill the NRA over some financial joints. I was like, what is going on, man? And like, I seen people cheering it, like, yeah, the NRA. Like, how did the NRA become such a boogeyman that, like, all I knew the NRA, a whole bunch of people like guns and put some stickers on the back of their pickup trucks. I never had no problem with an NRA member. Has anybody had a problem with NRA member? Anybody? Like, I don't know nobody. But they trying to they really trying to get them out the paint. And then I read somebody said this is a gift to Trump because They're just gonna mobilize all the members. They're gonna like, man, we gotta get we gotta vote for Trump, man. We gotta stop this, man. That's wild, man.
Yep. Yep. Um, I just like to say the NRA is probably guilty. Um, but what I did like, I see conservative ink is listening to us because they countered today. I said, instead of allowing them to control the conversation, why don't you control the conversation? You create a new hashtag. And when the NRA trended, they said, what about the Clinton Foundation? And I said, good job, Conservative Inc. They brought up Clinton Foundation, and that's correct. Let's put a microscope on that organization. The same way we do the NRA. All these crackers is guilty. Oh, so we got to get them, you know. I hate when people try to act like their side is so clean, right? And it's like, yo, like if we really care about America, if you really cared about America, you want to clean all the filth out of all parts of these organizations and government. You wouldn't just. But again, it's gang politics. That's what it is, gang politics. GP, gang politics. That's what we dealing with. And it's gonna be riding. I saw you say something kind of suspect the other day.
About what?
You got to explain this one.
What I say, man?
You said Biden gonna win the election. I'd like to call Uncle Hotep to the stand, please. Is it grifting season?
Yo, listen. If they get these mail-ins, it's a wrap. I'm saying they're going to cheat it, and and I'm reading, certain states like I live in Pennsylvania, man. It might be up for grabs this time. Trump only won by 40,000. And I live in Pennsylvania, and I look on my Facebook feed and I see some Trump support, but it's not as strong in 2016. But I'm seeing a lot of people talk Biden. A lot of these Karens are going for Biden. Like they're sick. It's not like they love Biden. It's like they hate the idea of Trump anymore. Like they want their race they want their racism sophisticated, right? Trump is too boorish for them. He's not sophisticated enough for them. What I mean? He's too honest, he's too raw. They don't like that. They like the beautiful lie, a noble lie. If anybody wants to watch an OKC documentary, watch A Noble Lie. They believe in a noble lie.
Yeah.
That's why I see a lot of Biden support. And I don't know why. What I mean? We're going to get to Biden, his bullshit. I'm going to put my kufi on in a minute. I'll put my kufi on in a minute when we talk about Biden. But yeah, that's why I'm saying I think Biden has a chance, man. But if he keep talking like today, he might not got no chance. But we gotta wait. You gotta really wait to the debates, because I think the debates is gonna. He's gonna. Trump might just. If he do him like he did Hillary, man, Biden don't got no shot, man. But it's going to be close.
The mail-in votes are a concern. The mail-in votes are a concern. That's just dirty to do mail-in votes. That's just ghetto. That's what that is. That's ghetto. That is so ghetto of a nation to have mail-in votes. I mean, do you want to fucking deliver them on Pony Express too? And how you mailing them out? The defunct UPS system, everybody. United States Postal Service that everybody's talking about. Like, how we doing this, right? Like, it's just ghetto. Mail in with all the technology we have today. Put the bitch on the blockchain. Stop bullshitting, yo. Give everybody you want to register to vote. We're gonna register you. We're gonna do the KYC. Know your customer. We're gonna do the KYC on all individuals, so you can't have no dead people voting. You're gonna get an address. You plug your address in. You log into the software. You're gonna vote. It's gonna be on the blockchain, and everybody in the world will be able to come in and count the votes by hand if they wanted to, and match it with unique addresses. And those unique addresses will be matched with people. We have the technology. Like, stop it. Mail in votes. That's you right. They try and rig the election. Doing some dumb shit like that.
Ugh. Yeah, I actually got the two letters. Me and my girl got the two letters for to request. They strongly encourage you to do mail-in votes, so you got to sign a thing in, and then they'll send you the mail-in ballot. I ain't sending shit in. I'm walk because my John's right across the street. I walk my ass black ass right across the street. Fucking hit that sign in yay gang Kanye
Yeah,
West
yeah,
2020.
yeah,
That's where I'm going,
yeah.
and I'm gonna walk my black ass back home and go to sleep. You know what I mean? So I'm not even messing with that. But they already mailed that shit out, man. The request for the mail-in ballots. That's it in motion. Listen, I'm telling you, they're gonna try to rig it. Like, y'all forget, man. Do we like it seems like Americans don't remember. They have a short memory. Like y'all don't remember Bush in
Florida,
Florida?
Florida votes. Yup,
Don't
yup.
act like they can't fix an election if they want to. All it takes is one state. You know what I'm saying? One important state. Now, what state that's going to be, I don't know. But these white folks are smart. They spend a lot of money doing a lot of political research. They know what state's going to be in the balance, and they're going to hit that state hard. So you got to watch out. That's what I meant by Biden winning John. But I'm going to talk. I'm going to say I got some takes for Biden. I'm going to say them a little later. Um, Hold on. The super chats. Where we at? Damn. Oh, Eli 299. Of all the places Hotep can eat, he eats on here. Shaking my head.
Yo, first of all, I'm about to teach y'all a lesson because I was waiting for somebody to say something. So I'm glad you was the guinea pig. Step right up. Now you get to get schooled by Hotep Jesus. You see, when you eat on camera, especially like live or video, you actually create a connection between you and your viewers. There's actually an entire genre of eating on camera that people glue into and make a lot of views off of. So while you think I'm just eating, technically I am just eating. I'm just fucking hungry and I don't give a fuck. That's the truth. But just know that if I knew or thought or the science behind eating on camera was bad, I probably would still do it. But I'd consider your comment and maybe next time I wouldn't do it. For the time being, just understand that you and I now have a closer connection. Give me a hug, Eli.
Fred London, $20 donation. That's my man from way back in the day. Thank you for the $20 donation, Scud. Scud, listen. This man has been in every armed forces known to man, except for the Navy, I think. I swear to God. That's a soldier right there, boy. I tell you that right there, man. He did like 2 tours in Iraq, man. 2, 3. How many tours you do in Iraq, Fred? Let the chat know. He did a couple tours in Iraq. He a soldier, bro. He a soldier.
Man.
Shout out to Scud. John Wayne, 499. Can you define shine for me? Is that something a shine would ask? Let me tell you about Shine. You know what I'm saying? Like Shine is before my time. Well, I'm gonna be straight up with y'all. But when I first started my YouTube career, I started listening to David Carroll. He's a conservative, black conservative YouTuber. Um, he's and he started saying Shine, right? Like, and I got it from I took it and ran with it. I'm not gonna be straight honest with you, but go check out David Carroll. And I just took it. You know what I mean? And that I guess they back in the day they used to say shine, because the shine, us dark skinned folks. You know what I mean? When that sun glisten, we get that shine, that good shine on us from that vitamin D and that melanin just sit there, hit our face and shit like that. They just shine. You know what I mean? That's what it is. But I kind of twisted it. You know what I mean? The shine loves shine. You know what I'm saying? What the black? Listen, matter of fact, let me this side story, man. Listen, me and my girl had a little weekend uh rendezvous. Went to the casino one joint, right,
All right.
and we went to King of Prussia Mall, right. Now Trump gave all that the PUA money. People were getting like $5,000-9,000 easy. They
Mm,
just fill out unemployment joint. They government just giving $9,000. I don't
mm,
know what the hell went on, but that's what they was doing.
mm.
Go to King of Prussia Mall, one of the biggest malls in the United States.
Oh yeah.
And the side, the one section, they got all the high end stores, right?
Mm, mm.
We was going to go to the and I wanted some cheesecake, so we went to go in the cheesecake factory. Man.
Mm.
So you got to walk through all the high end stores, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, lined out. There was like 50, 60 people in line because now you only let a
Social
certain lot
distancing.
of people in the store. But some of them high end stores, they got personalized shopping experiences, so they got a line anyway.
Uh,
Guess who was now like the high end stores, right? Them joints, you go in the store, you got to drop like $2,000 even to go in the joint, right?
yeah, yeah.
Who's the majority of people standing in line? The African American Diakata, the Shine. The Shine loves Shine, man. These guys, these people, this Shine tell you he oppressed. But when I walk past there, Louis Vuitton store, nothing but nothing but Negroes, man. But y'all tell me y'all broke. I don't get it. I'm like, what's going on? But that's another version of another definition of the Shine.
It's some good oppression.
Black, especially Philadelphia. Black folks love the flaws, especially Philly. Love the flaws. You know what I mean? They love the flaws. And shine. Shine. They're too much. Who's the isn't that Cash Money? How does Shine go? Shine. Oh, I
I know
wish I
what
could
you
get the
talk
melody
about.
right now.
I know what you talk about. As soon as you say Cash Money, I think it's the Big Timers song.
Yeah, I wish I could. Oh man, I got to listen to that after the show. But yes, that's the definition of shine, man.
I think the history is a little bit. I want somebody to just fact check me on this. I believe the history of shine comes from moonshiners and
Oh really?
moonshiners. When alcohol, people used to just be like in the backwoods of Alabama or some damn where, and they was making their own alcohol, and they used to call them moonshiners. So then later on, it turned into shiners. So
Okay.
now I think it just eventually got shortened to the shines. And
Okay.
usually these were like lower class, dirty people that was, hustling. Like, basically in the modern day times it'd be somebody with a meth lab,
Yeah.
except a lot less pay.
Joker's running speakeasy, selling moonshine, selling shine.
Well, the speakeasy is who they selling the moonshine to.
Oh yeah, you're
See,
right,
the
right.
shiners wasn't that sophisticated. These niggas just in the woods, cooking up some corn liquor. You know anything about corn liquor, right?
You
So
ever have liquor?
I have not.
Oh yeah, they was like when I used to drink, man. They a Joker across. I got a speakeasy across the street, right?
Yeah.
He used to go down Norristown, and I think I don't know if Mateo's in the chat, but he used to go to Norristown. But Joker's making moonshine up here, man. They still making that stuff, man.
Uh, uh. I see a lot of people talking about my eating habits in the chat. That ain't post no super chats.
Kenneth Proctor, thanks for the dollar donation. Michael Goddard, the difference between a gang and a government is who's on top.
Uh-oh. Talk, Mike.
John Lemley, Uncle Hotep is over party, but at least Biden will now think he's black. Eric P. Finally able to catch a live. Let's get it. Thanks for $4.99 donation. And I think that is it.
You got Brandon Kuza. Escape from New York about to become real, by the way. I belong to NRA and USCCA. Got that good old carry insurance. Never leave home without it. All right. Clay 10X. Hotep family, I subscribed on Patreon a month ago. Can I get the link again to the group chat? All you got to do is go to the log into your Patreon account and then scroll down through the post, and you'll see one of them in there will say the Hotep chat, and then it'll expand, and then just hit the link, and it'll take you to the Discord. If not, send a message on there, and we'll send you a private invite. Brandon Kuza mail-in votes? Question mark. Motherfuckers must not have learned from the Florida debacle 2 years ago. Word.
Mm. LA mayor. Now, they're gonna do the people, they shut the clubs down, shut the bars down in LA, and people have resorted to partying in mansions. They got a whole bunch of mansions, renting out mansions, having parties. The NFL football players having parties and shit like that. All them stars out there, they just have parties out in mansions.
Yeah.
LA mayor said, "Oh, no, 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 y'all ain't getting over on us like that.
Y'all niggas having fun?
Y'all having fun? Oh, he got something for your ass. Now they're gonna cut out the electricity. They're gonna call the police. If the police say there's a major party there, they're gonna call out the electricity people. They're gonna cut off your electric. They're gonna cut your water off.
That sound like Waco. That's some shit you do to terrorists, yo. Like that's what you do when you got like, Christopher Dorn locked in the house, right? Like like what that's some communist shit right there, yo. Like that's what should have been trending for the next 5 days by all Americans. How dare you say you're going to lock up, I'm sorry, turn off the water and
That's crazy.
electricity to my home? What? Who do you think you is? Yo, look, shit. If I was a white man, I'd be on the city hall doorsteps, 100 deep, 100 deep. Like what you said? Oh hell no! Oh hell no! But I'm black, so I can't do shit like that. It's a little too dangerous. When I got kids, I'm trying to survive. But I'm surprised people didn't get really upset at that. I'm like when I saw that hit the timeline, I'm like, yo, that's violating.
But see, they got somewhat some of support because they have so many people believing in the lockdown and saying, "Oh, let's stop the spread" and stuff like that. You got true believers, in that. One thing I will say, they should have. Imagine if they took it a step further. Imagine LA Mayor. Not only are we going to shut your water and your electricity, we're going to shut the cell phone tower. We're going to shut the Wi-Fi down. Them parties would disperse.
Word, facts, facts. You shutting off the Wi-Fi? They're like, you know what, fucking we ain't.
Oh,
Yeah,
we're out.
yeah, we are. We was in here with solar power and our own Wi-Fi, our Wi-Fi hotspots. But now y'all messing around and, you know what? Forget it, man. Cut off the water, yo. That's what they do to niggas when you don't pay your bill. You know what I'm saying? You don't pay your bill, they cut your water off. Not like I know from experience or anything.
Yeah, man. Like I remember one time I had forgot to pay my water bill. They at least put a fucking notice on your door, like, "Hey, man, run that money in." You know what I'm saying? They don't
Yeah,
even give
yeah.
you that. They're just gonna cut your shit off. I'm like, that's crazy, man. And my thing is like, y'all told me water is they essential
Essential.
right. Isn't that what they be saying?
Yeah.
Like we should all have free electricity. Water is a right. But y'all okay with the LA mayor cutting your shit off because they're having a party. Like, but
Bro.
on the flip side, they still not saying nothing about all these protests. Like, how can a party be any more of a COVID hotspot
Hypocritical.
than all these protests? Like, you got hundreds, thousand people in the streets. I talked to my uncle about it. He was like, "No, you can't ban that. You can't ban that. That's amendment right." But he's talking about we got locked down. We got to lock the spread. I'm like, how can you talk about this? Because he a Dr. Fauci true believer. I'm like, you remember if they had Fauci up there and he wouldn't say nothing about protesting? I'm like, how can you say this, man? Like, how can you raid parties but let these people protest? Like it's absurd. I can't even believe what we're having, what the discussion we're having here. It's not. My thing is, I don't believe. Well, it doesn't matter if I believe it or not, but keep it consistent. If you're saying you're trying to, if you shouldn't have large groups of people around, then you have to stop these protests.
Right.
It's as simple as that. And they're not out here protesting anything. See, the protest helps Biden and the gang. It's the
Right.
same thing they did, and they did in 2016. Had a bunch of protests trying to help, trying to racial discord, so the shine will come out and vote against the racial candidate, the racist candidate. It's the same trick the Democrats been playing for the last 60 fucking years.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Real talk. I think people need to start trolling and throw Black Lives Matters house party. You know what I'm saying? Throw your party, but when the cops get there, just hold up like a Black Lives Matter banner and say, "Yo, we having a protest. We having a rally. We having a pep rally for a protest. So chill out. Unless Black lives don't matter to you, officer. All right, you know what? You're right. You're right. All right." And then they back off. This shit is dumb, yo. It's just mad hypocritical. If I was white people, I'd have threw my white hood on and been wilding, yo. I'd
Yeah,
have took back my country by now.
that white man going, man.
He got that nice office job. You know what I'm saying? They gave him that desk and that salary. Got him a little Tomi Lahren. We're gonna talk about Tomi Lahren too. You know what I'm
That's another
saying?
thing my uncle was saying. You want me to take, because he's from down south. You want me to take me back to the days where we had to fight to go to school? I'm like, that white man going, man. Well, like, what is you talking about, man?
Yeah, those times are gone.
Like,
They're
sometimes
not they not turning down that line in Louis Vuitton to put us back in chains. They'd much rather have us chained outside the Louis Vuitton store than to chain us and have us picking cotton again. It's just not even efficient. The machines do it. Like, trust me, you be good. They they enslaved us a whole nother way. So
you're
and
right.
as,
You're right about that. You exactly right. See, the people don't catch it, man. You
yeah,
enslaved in a whole other way.
yeah, you. This is a better slave. If I was a slave master, this is exactly what I'd want my slavery to look like. Niggas is running around happy, broke as shit, but giving me their money. It's, it's a win. Everybody's happy. I'm happy and I'm rich. You're broke and you're happy. Like it works. This is the best slavery invention ever. I just.
White man slick, boy.
He said, "How do I enslave these niggas to the point where they don't even know they slaves?" That's when you know you good. You had your slaves talking about I is free. I is free. With they Nike on feeling good. There's not a single black person in America that doesn't own at least 25 pairs of Nikes.
Go on, man.
Every single black household has a pair of Jordans without fail. Jordans and niggas go together.
Yo,
Yo, Jordans are so important to black people that if you are white and wear a pair of Jordans, you get a black card. You ever see a white dude walk around with a pair of Jordans around some Negroes? They be like, "Oh shit, white man, you got the fives on." White man don't even know what's going on. He just thought he bought himself some sneakers. Some of them know what's going on. They be getting that black coochie like Kelsey just broke up with his girl.
yo, like, yo, you see, oh my gosh, man. I couldn't believe that. I knew that was going to, because, because the sisters love him, man. The sisters
They
love
was
him.
eating that up. There's nothing the black woman love more than a white man in a pair of Jordans. I'm telling you. Got it. Little bit of soul.
He could do some moves. He NFL player do and love some chocolate. They was heartbroken, man. They was crushed.
Tariq Nasheed, I know he was eating it up.
Did Kelsey cheat with a white woman? I heard that. That's what I read. I didn't find out what was the official story.
Unfortunately, I don't get into gossip Twitter, so I didn't look into it. If it didn't hit my timeline, I don't know. But the rumor that it hit my timeline was he was creeping in the vanilla field. He went back home.
he, went, he went back home. Oh, my girls were like, oh no, you ain't getting this. You ain't getting him. They sent their best actor.
Tomi Lahren sent one of her girls like, get him, girl. Nah, Keisha can't have that one. Keisha can't have Kelsey.
Steve P, thanks for $5 donation. Steve P, a regular contributor, multi Mister Patron.
Patron.
I have to admit, a patron. I have to admit, you guys are making more sense than these other crazies on YouTube right now.
Thank
you.
Common sense. It's just pure common sense.
Brandon Cooser, these shines here in Maryland are begging the governor to shut down. The mayor here in Baltimore just shut down gyms and indoor eating.
They don't want you to eat. They don't want you to get healthy. Communism. Ban it.
Lemley, I don't appreciate being exposed for knowing the benefits of wearing Jordans while Caucasian.
See, he getting some chocolate too. Lemley getting him some chocolate with the Jordans too. He know what to do. It's so easy.
400 in the room, 398, 400 in the room. Please hit that thumbs up. Please hit that share button. Let's go to Jim Crow Joe. Let me put this kufi on, man. Kufi on tight.
The ancestors have tuned in.
Because I told these shines. I told these shines. I told them. I told y'all. Biden said he gonna refund the police. He said he gonna refund the police, Shine. All y'all talking to defund the police? Biden said no. No. I told y'all Biden gonna put your black ass back in chains, and he just told you he was gonna do it. Put him in office if you want, Shine. Put Joe Biden in office if you want. He gonna send your black asses right back to jail, just like they did in '94. Leopard doesn't change its spots, Shine. Leopard doesn't change its spots. He told you what he is.
Scorpion and the frog.
They hard-headed. And y'all keep and he just keep disrespecting black folks. And y'all, what did Kanye say? We act like we ain't hear it. Here it goes today. Unlike the Latino community, black folks, except for what did he say?
Notable exceptions.
That's the most slick diss I ever heard in my life. like except for the special Negroes. All y'all same except for the special Negroes. I guess the notable exceptions is us Hoteps. You're listening to them right now. Y'all don't got no diversity. I told you, Shines. And y'all I don't know what to say. First he tells you what's black or not. Now he tells you you're not even diverse. Y'all have no diversity of thought. You're a bunch of fucking drones. You all think the fucking same. Fucking group thing. That's what Joe Biden told your black asses today. And what did y'all do? I didn't hear. What did he say? What did he say? Huh? What? Megan. Oh, there's a verses tonight. Oh, Rick Ross and 2 Chainz tonight. This is what you Shine talking about. Then you let the man y'all gonna elect. The man y'all gonna elect talk. This is it. They can call y'all nigga and you almost do a goddamn thing.
Nothing.
Joe Biden.
He can call them niggas right now, and they still gonna vote for him.
Still.
Yeah. He the only white man that got an N-word passed in America. And he took it. That's how you know he a good master. Like you want to talk white supremacy? He took that shit. He ain't asked nobody for nothing. He told y'all niggas, nigga, you ain't black if you won't vote for me. All you niggas think alike. And you know what the crazy part about that statement is? He's right. he right. He's right. Because when you look at the numbers say all you niggas is voting the same. When you look at the media, it say all you niggas is thinking the same. Look at how y'all treat the Hoteps. Look at how y'all treat diversity of thought. If it's not white liberal approved, if it's not Marxist approved, y'all don't want no parts of it. Y'all busy talking about verses. Y'all don't want to have these real conversations. It's all orange man bad. But that white man get up here and tell you what you are. Dictate your blackness. He could go parade around with the Grand Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan. Snopes, nigga, they went to Snopes and Snopes couldn't even deny that shit. It was like, well, technically at the time he wasn't a grandmaster of the Ku Klux Klan, but technically he was. Snopes couldn't even cover that up. Your candidate was like this. He had to Miss Pageant wave rolling down your streets with the Ku Klux Klan, and y'all let all that shit slide. So I said today, I said, yo, like, y'all hate Trump so bad, Biden can get away with anything. And I guarantee you he got an N-word pass. I guarantee you that. Like, that's the only thing that might slip him up, but I swear they'll make an excuse. I think that's the one time will it say, oh, he has a mental problem. That's when they're going to pull that out. They're going to say, oh, his dementia setting, that wasn't, they're going to use that as an excuse. But don't be surprised if he dropped the N-word. He going to drop the N-word before election. I can feel it. The way he moving, he going to say, you niggas.
Yeah, he's slipping. His mind is going. He's just gonna come out and he gonna go right back to 1960. His mind gonna go right back to 1960. He's like, what?
Yep.
This nigga's talking us back to me.
Yes, that's what's gonna happen.
But my thing is like, where did how did we get to like it's Blackfoot? We gotta stop. We gotta stop Trump. Like we gotta. I seen so many people like say if you vote for Kanye, you're a coon. I saw I saw a black person say that. You vote for Kanye, you're a coon. You vote for
Shane,
Kanye or Trump, you're a coon. How
Shannon
is it
Sharp.
you vote for another black man, you a coon? Like how far have we gone? Like how gone is the African America, the Akata, the shine? See, the white liberal slave master, Joe Biden whipping his fucking whip and he telling y'all what to do. And some of y'all are so far gone, y'all just hoping he gets he picks a black woman as VP, so you can hope you'll get him in and he'll get to mention and he'll bow out, and then you have your black female president. And another thing, you seen the Latino commercials? They're like, whoa, 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 whoa! What's with this black VP talk? They want a piece of the rock too. They're like, why isn't Biden considering a Latino for VP? That's why he said that today.
They getting boisterous.
He's got to balance it out because the Latinos are like, oh, whoa, whoa, what y'all? You're gonna put the shine ahead of us? See, and this is why the black Americans made a mistake with all these abortions and shit. Y'all let another group overtake y'all in America. Now they're going to have more pull than you.
DACA.
They, and I just can't. What the fuck? Oh my God. Trump is the one that's going to help black America. They can't even see it. Even do you see Trump had to come out and say, yo, Biden said some real disparaging stuff to the black community today. Like, before he got the plane, he was like, y'all gonna hear it, man. He just said some real wild stuff. Y'all gonna if Trump say it's wild, you know it's wild.
You know
But
what's wrong.
Mark Lamont Hill, I searched his tweet. He ain't said a goddamn thing. None of them shines did. Ain't worth a fucking quarter.
I saw the comment this morning. I checked. I ain't seen no black faces talk about it. I ain't say nothing. I let it slide. Afternoon came around. I went back to check my Twitter. I checked it again. He went down in the trends. I said, y'all still ain't said nothing. I'm gonna give y'all time. Close the app. Came back in the evening. It was around 5 o'clock. Looked at the app. Y'all niggas still ain't said nothing. I don't see no blue checks in here or nothing. Well, let me go ahead and tweet about this now because I gave y'all all day. And all day they just let this white man just slide and just talk about this. You know, the I just want to sing Negro spirituals. Let my people go. Just say like, go down Moses way down in Egypt land. Tell old Pharaoh to let my people go.
Not the Negro spirituals.
I mean, I wish slavery was back. We was more free under slavery. I swear niggas were smarter under slavery. I swear. I swear we were smarter under slavery. I would bet a slave was smarter than these. They might not have been able to read, but the niggas had more common sense than these new niggas.
They don't fucking got no sense. Who do you think? What's Biden gonna do for VP? Is he gonna go black or he gonna go Latino? He's gonna go Kamala or
I think if we go judge based upon today's, oh, he going with a Martinez or a Gomez or something like that,
I
right?
think they got the pressure on him.
And that's a smart move. I think. Fuck the black vote. You got that already. If you ain't black, you know what I mean?
Fuck it, you know what
Fuck.
I mean? Oh, yeah. Oh, I dare y'all. I dare y'all to vote for somebody else, Sean. I dare y'all. I double dare y'all.
Yeah. They ain't worried about us. We ain't got that vote. The black vote. We got that already. Let's go get a vote we can actually fight for. We should actually fight for. We got these niggas. That's why I said the smartest thing black people could do was hop on the MAGA train. We'd have fucked this whole country up. This whole country would have been like, what? Wait, whoa. The powers that be would have been all fucked up. The gang political warfare would be nothing the same. It would not be the same way. Like the Griff gang would be fucked up.
Right.
Let's just put that out there right. The Griff gang would be fucked. There will be no black conservatives. The Griff gang would be fucked up. There would be no Candace Owens. It would be none of that. Right? It might not be no Hotep Jesus. I'll just be a tech geek. You know what I'm saying? Y'all discover me on TechCrunch or some shit.
We slid in there kind of early, man. You know.
That's true. We did kind of slide it. We was here before the conservatives even got on Twitter. You right.
We was there before all of them jumped on, man. I swear to God.
We had like a 2-year head start at least. Like we had a following 2 years before that. You right. But it's just it's disappointing. It's disappointing.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, this shows like I always say, man. Like if Black America was smart, you play both sides because any whatever side wins, you get something. You know what I'm saying? To tie yourself to one side is ridiculous.
You got no bargaining power.
Yeah, you'd have no bargaining power. We have no bargaining power now. Like, what are y'all gonna do if he doesn't pick a black VP? What are y'all gonna do?
Right. Bitch. And
Bitch,
complain.
and say and still try to vote for him on
And
fucking.
still vote for that nigga.
Yeah.
I had a Sean tweet to me today. He said, I don't care if Biden called me. What did he say? I want to make sure I get the exact verbiage. And I retweeted it. He said, bruh can call us Sambos and monkeys. We getting Trump gone. Let my people go. They got a bind on us. That mental slavery, oh, that's way more wicked than that. Than them shackles. That nigga said Biden could call me. Now that's not a coon. That's not a. If I say MAGA, I'm a coon. But you willing to just let this nigga say whatever about you, just to get this other white man out of office? So you could bring a new white man in that wrote the crime bill, and like it's like, damn, the black liberal got a choke on us. I mean, the white liberal got a choke on us. You know what it is? They have a strong leash around our leaders.
Yeah, they definitely do. It's wild. Let me read these super chats. Black capitalism. The Floyd footage shows that the evil left media will do anything to get a man with Alzheimer's elected. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. um, Brown Paper Bag Podcast. Welcome back. Shout out to the Hoteps. We just did a great interview with Sonny Johnson that will air Monday at 7 p.m. We'll have catch the replay in the morning. Be blessed, brothers. Yeah, everybody go follow Brown Paper Bag Podcast and go check out that interview with Sonny Johnson. Good friend of the show. Aztec Mecca. Arizona gyms just won a case in court and now will open statewide by the 11th. You live in a free state. Sewell Santana Shine stands for shoe shiners. I kind of
Oh,
heard that too.
I heard that too, but that's not true.
Hunter Rosen, Biden been calling you out, Hoteps. The notable exceptions, man. I can't. Yo, I'm about to put that on the shirt.
Notable exception. That's exactly what we should do. Put that up on this store envy, bro. Let's get that going ASAP. Just say, let's commission our followers the notable Negro exception.
Busy 501. Thanks for 499 delation. Tell him, Unc. Grant Geyser. This episode has been epic already. Unc going off 1/5 of a Virgil for y'all. Thank you for 999 donation. Hotep Tiger. Preach, Unc. Thanks for donation. Uh, CJ Man 2112. Shine Biden supporters will gladly wear Biden's black t-shirts. Mary O'Donnell, welcome back, Mary. I don't know if you guys talked about extra George Floyd video. Cops were completely out of their league. They should have called EMS ASAP when they saw how he was. My son was an addict for so long. All those comments about about he's just a junkie. Sad. Yeah, we're going to talk about George in a little bit, Mary. We have not got to that yet, but thank you for the donation.
Yeah.
Lemley, Joe could literally burn crosses and sprinkle crack on shines out in public, and he still would get a pass.
Word.
Chad, 999 donation. Where the hell do people get off telling other people if you don't vote for my guy, it's your fault? If my guy doesn't win, as if they're entitled to get in the way and you can't try. I, I don't get it either, man. Uh, where am I at?
Black capitalism. Black capitalism.
Oh yeah, black capitalism. I'm singing a song too. This little Nago mine, I'm gonna let him shine. Eli, damn right. Latinos taking over 2028. Learn Spanish. Yes, I told y'all. I had my youngest watching Pokio Spanish version, no English. You get this. You get the Pokio English. I turn that shit. I'm like, nah, turn that. What the fuck y'all doing? Put the Spanish version on. God damn it! I swear to God.
See, and you got them racially ambiguous kids. So, when El Chapo take over, they could just blend right in and okay. Take, I try to teach my light skin son. I got light skin son Spanish. He got that good hair. So, try to teach that nigga Spanish. If any got any problem, tell niggas you Puerto Rican.
Oh man, Steve P. Tonight's show is one of the record books. Definitely gonna need some new gifts of Unc with the kufi on. Thanks for donation, Darius Hamilton. And so long as you got a D next to your name, nigga is ready to take it, take it deep. Man, Steph Colonel. If Biden says my nigga, he's getting my vote.
Might as well.
Brandon Cooser, thanks for a $24.99 donation. Get him, Unc. Here's 25 just for the rent. rant. Sad part is Joe sniffing. Joe sniffing. Really ain't wrong. The shine going to march is right back into something we won't be able to come back from. He gonna start calling us colors.
We should play bingo. What he's about to say, and colored is definitely one of the squares.
Oh yeah, that would be it. Joe Biden bingo. Don Quixote, none but ourselves can free our mind.
Mm, mm.
Definitely, definitely, definitely. Um, in other news, Jonathan Isaac, the brother that stood for the national anthem, he stood. He didn't. Everybody's taking a knee for NBA in the bubble. He played for the Orlando Magic. He stood up. The next game, he tore his ACL,
Mm-hmm.
and the shine was in rare form. I was so embarrassed, man. I was embarrassed for black people. I was embarrassed to be an African American that day. Like, here's any other time you wish an athlete well, because that's their livelihood and stuff like that, and it's hard to come back from the ACL injury. You got to do a lot of work to come back, and people are mad. Like, people are saying, "Oh, you didn't take a knee, but God said you're going to take a knee." This knee, I'm like, why are we happy that a black man gets injured over something that's not doing anything? Like, I'm tired. Like, this Black Lives Matter, and let me take a step back. The NBA, all them shirts and shit, like the names on the jersey, the phrases on the jerseys, they had to get pre-approved. Like, you can't just put like you couldn't just put anything on the back of them jerseys. That's not protest. You know what protest was? When them brothers put their black fist in the air with the fucking with the fist with the leather gloves.
Protest was you niggas not playing ball.
Yeah. Protest sitting out. Protest saying that, nah, get the hell on. You know what I mean? Not wearing this is commercialized. How can they not see the NBA has commercialized activism? All this stuff is commercialized activism. See, the white man, listen, I gotta go back in my bag again. White man smart. He's seen what happened in the 60s. You know what they said? Oh, let's remix it. We're gonna take control of this shit for real this time.
Yeah.
They had control of it back then,
Yeah.
but not to the extent they have it today.
Yeah.
Even Malcolm said, "Oh, that was bullshit. That was all control." Malcolm said that back in the day. All them marches, Malcolm said that was bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now the man said, "Oh, we're gonna get these athletes to go out here to activism." Now we got cartoons. Like, they're making a cartoon with a 14-year-old activist. Like, activist is the new rapper, the new mixtape. Activism.
Grifter season.
I wish one of my daughters could want to grow up and want to be an activist. I'll put my foot in her ass.
I'm gonna activate this foot up her ass.
She gonna get cussed out that day. I tell you that right now. They're commercializing activism. This isn't activism.
Oh,
The revolution will not be televised. They told you that in the 60s. And you Negroes haven't learned a goddamn thing. And here they are televising the revolution. And here y'all go, glued you're on TV. Oh, we're fighting the power. You're not fighting the power. You're part of the power.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think I'm about to groom my kids to get they Black Lives Matter Sean King on. Like, look, put this shirt on. We gonna create you a little YouTube account. Little black girl magic. Don't tell them I'm your daddy though. Get some of these coins. You know what's funny about the white man taking control of this?
Yeah.
The Premier League, right? This is talking about soccer overseas now. Soccer overseas, you go to a game soccer overseas, they throw a banana on the field and start making monkey noises.
Right. Yeah.
You got some real racism happens overseas, right? In sports. You ain't got none of that over here in an NBA. Not even a 1% of what they go through in overseas. But you know what happened in Premier League this year? They had Black Lives Matter painted. It was on every single jersey. Every single player took a knee. I said, "Oh, y'all got in front of this one." Because my kids asked me. First of all, my kids asked me, they got Black Lives Matter on the Call of Duty. I had to explain that shit. Now we watching goddamn soccer highlights. And the kids ask me, why they got Black Lives Matter? I got to explain it again. You know what I mean? It's, it's time. I just told, niggas trying to get money. But, because that's what it is. It's a money grab scheme, right? Um, but yeah, that they're getting in front of this, which means Deshaun don't even control it no more.
No.
We don't control that message.
Yeah, and seeing what happened is happening today makes me realize what they did in the '60s, man, and how they got over on Black America, because they're pulling the same. It's the same playbook. It's the same plays, man. They're like they're running the same script. The NFL coaches, they got they got the card with the script of their plays and shit, right? They run the first 20 plays. They running the same shit all over again, falling right for it all over again.
All a nigga want is a hug from a white person. Ain't nothing more valuable to a black man than a white hug. You see how they cry when that little boy hugged that white cop?
Oh, I see that. Disgusting, wasn't it?
They love to give a nigga a cookout invite. They love white people. Let a mall come out here and start doing hip hop. I need a trend. I know I want to take a mall and put her in hip hop dance classes and make a brand out of her. Nigga money for years. We're gonna have you dancing to all the Meg Thee Stallion records. I mean, every week we're gonna drop a new YouTube. Every time a new record come out, it's gonna be a new booty dance. You're gonna be the twerking mall, cash money, and that's what this comes down to. That's what all of this ties back to: the love of whiteness. Well, that's white supremacy.
Steph Colonel says, "Stop subscribing to activism. Stop subscribing to activism." 4:30 in the room. Please hit the thumbs up. Please hit that share button. Black male privilege checklist, man. I kind of
Oh,
looked. I didn't really read it because I was just. It was one of those things. I was like, "Oh, come on with this bullshit." I was like, "I just got it. I just got it the hell out of here." Man, I was like, "Y'all keep with this fucking." Because I was arguing with somebody. I was like, black male. What privilege do we have, man? Like, they keep trying to say we live in a black community is a patriarchy, which is a goddamn lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, why we have to keep saying, like, I can't believe that these sisters actually think black males have some type of privilege over them.
bro.
Like, if you have a job, listen, if you go to a job, like you hiring, you white man, you at the board, you hiring, right? You got to hire X amount of, you know, minority people or special people, genders, whatever. You got to hire a special amount. You kill two birds with one stone. If you get a black woman, you get a woman and a black, you get that in the same person. Now, why would you do that? Why would you not do that instead of hiring a black man? You hired a black man. You only get one with that one. But if you hire a black woman, you get two. You knock two things off the checklist. You know what I mean? They don't realize that. Like
If
I,
it's
I
a
don't,
black
I
gay woman, they knock three things off the checklist.
don't. Right, right. You got the checklist?
Yeah. This shit is so stupid. I think the real thing here is um this is what we send our kids to school for, right? Like we sent our kids to go dissect, what did it say? Black male privilege. And it's like it's 90 things on this thing, right? And it's like, so let's go to the church section. It says, in the black church, the majority of the pastoral leadership is male. That's black male privilege? Ah, I don't know. What is defined as news in Black America is defined by men. Okay. How does that fall on black men? I'm just like, in college, I will have the opportunity to date outside of the race at a much higher rate than black women will.
I'm fucking done, man.
Can I read that again? Because we got to just dissect that one.
What the hell is this shit?
It says, in college, I will have the opportunity to date outside of the race at a much higher rate than black women will. Now, you tell me if I'm wrong, but when I read that, it sounds like these black women want some white men in their life. Is that not what this says? It sounds like they jealous, like, damn, I want a white man too, but it's not enough to go around. Is that what they saying? Or am I wrong?
That's what they're saying.
So it's black. So again, this is what we talk about exalting whiteness, right? White supremacy. To date white is a privilege. To date white is a privilege in the minds of these people that put this thing together. To date white. So that is something to aspire to. To date somebody white is something to aspire to. That's what these people want. That's putting that on this checklist. I saw that. I was like, yo. Um, I will make significantly more money as a professional athlete than members of the opposite sex will. Okay. Yes. That's black male privilege. I ain't even gonna lie. Because watch women play sports, it's not that fun. Um, Actually, it's they're very competitive, so sometimes it is fun. I used to go to my back in high school. I used to date a girl that played basketball, and I used to go to all their games. Their games were like great to watch. Maybe because I was my girl and I was into it. I don't know, but you can't really compare that to like going to the rucker, right? Like, ain't no female athletes gonna do no rucker jump out the sky type shit. Like, people want to see people dunk. Women, y'all not jumping out the roof. Let's be honest. Um, so, all right, fine, we get y'all that. But how does that even on this list? Um, it says, I come from a tradition of humor that is based largely on insulting and disrespecting women, especially mothers. What? What? Correct me if I'm wrong, Unc, but there was no disrespect in the mama in the black household.
Well, yeah, inside, but there was a period of your mama jokes that came and went. You know what I mean? But
Oh, that's what they referring to, your mama jokes?
I don't know, man. But it's like
All right, I'll
that
give
was
them that.
You know what I'm saying? You were just cracking jokes. That wasn't nothing serious. But if you didn't want to take it, but if somebody disrespected for real outside that realm, you getting your head cracked. Nobody listen in the black community. Nothing will get your head cracked faster than stepping on some Jordans or insulting somebody's mother.
Real talk. Real talk.
It was almost to the fact that like I don't know, man. Like I don't know. I came from a broken home. You know what I'm saying? So like I didn't care what anybody said. Like I was like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't understand what people were going through. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people like a lot of my friends had a couple of my friends had was in had their that was the mother was their rock. You know what I mean? The dad wasn't around. Like it wasn't my house. You know what I mean? I looked at it a little different. Like I was just like, man, both my parents is crazy, man. Like I don't know what y'all talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like screw both of them. At the time, I'm not to death now, but I mean, when I was growing up, man, I was alcoholism and domestic abuse. I grew up in that type of environment.
Mm,
You know what I mean? But you couldn't talk about nobody's mom back in the day like that. Like
mm.
outside the playing the jokes. No, you couldn't. They would. You get killed doing say something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, Under sex and sexuality, um, it's two here. I'm gonna read the this one and then go to the funny one. I can believe that causing pain during sex is connected with the woman's pleasure without ever asking her.
It's like
I don't know. I'll be looking at the timeline. When we talking about beat it up, I don't know. So
I can't say.
I don't know. The next one, number 15, was I can purchase pornography that typically shows men defile women by the common practice of the money shot.
You can't be serious, man. And somebody had to be trolling with this, man.
That is up here. It's up here. Um, in fact, they have several checklists: able-bodied, adult privilege, age privilege, black male privilege, Christian privilege, cisgender privilege, heterosexual privilege, male privilege, middle upper class privilege, pandemic privilege, sexual privilege, social class, thin privilege, white privileged. These are the different type of privileges. Notice there's several privileges missing from that list, but we'll move on. I have the ability now. Check this out. This is the last one I'm going to read, and this one is pretty absurd. I have the ability to define black women's beauty by European standards in terms of skin tone, hair, and body size. In comparison, black women rarely define me by European standards of beauty in terms of skin tone, hair, and body size. They're saying it's black men are the ones that are telling them they need to look like the white woman. Meanwhile, Chinese men can't sell the weed fast enough. They walk around here with that blonde shit. They got the Tomi Lahren wig on, darker than me, but it's us standing beauty. They contouring their African features to look more European. Everybody got the Kim K face, but that's us. We're defining those. We the ones that say we want the body that a black male desires. A white woman doesn't even have. They're getting it. They're coming a long way. Matter of fact, ain't nothing more dangerous. The only thing more dangerous than a black woman on Instagram with a fat ass is a white woman with a fat ass on Instagram. And the only thing more dangerous than her is an Asian woman with a right. But the black woman is the mold of beauty. So for the black men, at least, we don't give a fuck about your hair. We not, thin waist, hips, and ass. Like we want to see some ass. Like every the black Twitter, what they talk about, eating ass all the time. They're obsessed with ass. So I can't agree that it's that black men have this privilege when we're looked at from European standards, right? We're looked at from very much European standards from their point of view, and we don't even have to dive into hypergamy. Oh, I love a man with a suit on. And that's what they say. I love a man with a suit on. It gotta be professional. Yeah, that's that European standards. Let that nigga come around the way with a dashiki on and no Jordans and shit. You know what I mean? Now all of a sudden it's a problem. You better make sure your Jordans match your dashiki. You want to get a black chick.
Yo, stop it, man.
It's just facts.
Yeah, that European that standard of beauty thing, like it just amazing. I don't know how they switched it up, man. Because from the Panther era to now is a big switch, in how they look. Um, I'll say this: women compete with each other. You know what I'm saying? It's not they don't really do nothing for men. Like they ain't getting the ass shot for men. They're doing it trying to out compete the next woman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, what I mean, they like this. They like that's how I see it from how women do it. Men don't really have nothing to do with that. Y'all competing with the y'all competing with the Karens. That's what it really boils down to. Y'all competing with the Karens for Zaddy. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. It's like that. I don't know what's going on, man. You should be looking for love. Like compatibility. You know what I'm saying? But they think it's a privilege. Like some people that were raised in different environments, different communities that weren't raised in a predominantly black community. It's going to they're going to get that cross section of dating other people. That's just from the sheer numbers, and because there's not going to be enough black people in certain communities. Let's just be honest. You know, but they're looking at it like it's a privilege. No, sometimes it's just a numbers thing. You know what I mean? But they taking it too serious. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like if we have more love in the homes, if we got to do black men got to do a better job if um, not falling into the trap of the streets. We lose too many to the streets. You know what I mean? If you lose too many streets and you lose too many to the rainbows, you know what I'm saying? And then they're getting a lower pool. You know what I'm saying? So they're reacting to it, and the black men don't have that same restriction. It seems like, but that's something you have to solve internally. It's not no privilege or anything like that. It starts in the home. You know what I mean? Keep the fathers in the home, and then show love to each other. And then I guarantee you that it will come back around. But if you don't do that, it's not going to come around. You're going to still have the same problem. They're not thinking. You have to think logically with these things, and they're not thinking logically. They're thinking with emotion.
Per usual.
Um, Brandon Cruiser, the same doc heads that made the game Black Card Rook must have made this dumb list. Um,
You know what the funny part is? The source that was posted on ASU, Arizona State University. What the fuck is Arizona State University posting some shit about black men privilege on their website? Ain't even no black people in Arizona. Right? But then you go to the source and it's supposed to be like redirected to like jewelwoods.com, and now that site can't be reached. So it's like, yo, like, what's going on, yo?
uh,
Powers that be putting that shit there, yo.
Brandon Cruiser again. Black men don't tell black women how to look. Women and gay men do.
Facts.
Chad, Hotep privilege gets you a $20 super chat. Hotep and build antidote to the Skynet. Thanks, Chad. Aztec Mecca. In the words of Patrice O'Neill, women are innately mad 24/7 because they bleed for no reason, can't open a pickle jar, and have to sit down to pee. Oh, come on, Aztec. God damn. Some unbridled misogyny in the super chats, man. Gosh, damn.
We got to do better, man. We have to do better.
415 in the room. Hit that thumbs up. Please hit that share button. Um, this is all yours, man. This is all yours. This is all yours. You the island brother. Tell me what's going on, Jamaica, man. Tell us what's going down.
So yeah, in Jamaica, there's schools are saying no dreadlocks allowed. Um, so let me see how I can explain this to the Akata, the shine. You see, the dreadlocks are Hotep. When you see dreadlocks, you should see a Rastafarian, right? You should see someone who is in denial of Babylon, Babylonian ways of doing things, right? White man fuckery, so on and so forth. So the institutions, first we got to understand that Jamaica was colonized by the English. So this is a British colony. And when you got any type of niggas anywhere on the planet, uh, and they get a little bit of education, they're gonna look as good as they can for the white man. They not gonna tolerate no black shit, no nigga shit. In fact, when I started growing my locks in 2000, my pops threatened to kick me out.
Oh, for real?
Oh yeah, I wasn't allowed to grow my hair. You serious? Are you serious? When I started twisting it, he started cussing me out. Go get a haircut. I had to cut my hair. I had to cut my hair the first time I was growing my locks. I was supposed to grow my locks in the year 2000. My pops cussed me. I said, "You ain't." He said, "You want to grow your hair out? You got to move out the house."
Damn.
Yeah, it's not something, and that's the thing. Like people think dreadlocks, you think Jamaica. Nah, dreadlocks is really like a Rastafarian culture, and Jamaica does not get down with Rastafarian culture. Like you got some people who respect it and then understand the history and the legacy behind it, and Bob Marley and everything that goes along with the Rastafarian culture. But Rasta is definitely different from Jamaican. Jamaican does not mean Rasta, right? But Rasta does mean Jamaican, but Jamaican does not mean Rasta. So we have to understand that there's a clear difference there, and I believe that is a colonization. That is the colonization of the Negro mind of the Jamaican land, where we have to look a certain way. Otherwise, the white man or the Asian man won't hire us and won't allow us to have a good job. We got to be clean cut niggas. And that's what that's about, man. Even when I went to Jamaica on my locks, niggas was looking at me like, this nigga got a gun.
I didn't know it was
When I
like that.
yeah, in Africa, when I went to Africa, first of all, it's so hot in Africa, you don't even want hair, right?
Right.
So when I was walking around with my locks, everybody was looking at me funny. So I asked bro, I'm like, why everybody keep looking at me? He's like, it's your locks. Like in Africa, if you have locks, you're probably like a gangster. You know what I mean? Like you're outlaw, you're a bad guy. So people are kind of looking at you like you in a gang, motherfucker? What's up? Like what's going on? And it's
Right.
kind of like that in Jamaica too, where like dreadlocks is very much a Rastafarian thing, and most people in the society look down upon the whole dreadlock thing. And I wouldn't say most, but there's motherfuckers think they shit don't stink in Jamaica. I'll be honest with you.
Okay.
Like I got Jamaican family, and they swear they shit don't stink. But that's how like Africans is, and a lot of people they got a lot of pride about themselves. They just don't understand how rooted it is in Europeanism. Like Haitians, oh, we got independence. Yeah, y'all niggas still speak French though. Sorry, Carl.
Oh man. Shout out to Carl.
you know, but the colonization runs deep. No matter how far you go and think you got black culture, the roots of your black culture is white culture. That's how far back you've been Europeanized. You ain't black no more, nigga. You's a black European. We're all black Europeans. We just add a little bit of we just add a little bit of adobo to the chicken.
um, Chad, thanks for donation. Toxic masculinity millennium. Lemley, E News officially canceled and taken off air.
TV
Chris
done.
Jong Chris Jong Un reportedly apocalyptic that her media influence has decreased to merely a monopoly. Is he joking? When E News is gone? What does he mean?
Nah, he talking about what's the name? Yeah, I'm half Jamaican. Um, he talking about
Chris Jenner,
Fem-
right?
Jen, Chris Jenner.
Oh.
He he
Uh,
he.
a Breezy Bird. Biden just made an apology tweet. Oh. They was getting on his ass. See that now?
They was watching Hoteps been told you was like, let's get in front of this just in case.
Yo, hold
Hoteps
up,
done
man. Let
blew
me
the fuck
find this
up.
Joe, man. What did he say?
Joe sniff him.
How many apologies is he going to make? This is the second time.
I keep apologizing. Earlier today, I made some comments about diversity in the African American and Latino communities that I wanted to clarify. In no way did I mean to suggest African communities are monolith, not by identity, not on issues, not at all. Yes, you did, stupid. Throughout my career, I've witnessed the diversity of thought, background, and sentiment within the African American community. Yeah, you've witnessed it all right as a slave.
Through the Black Institute. You want some diversity? You diversify these years.
Diversify these chains, nigga.
Oh my god.
He said it's diversity that makes our workplaces, communities, and country a better place. Who wrote this? My commitment, my commitment to you was this. I will always listen. I will never stop fighting for the African American community. I will never stop fighting for a more equitable future. Oh man, his team did a good one on that write up.
What's her name? Must have wrote that. That bald headed, that short haired, black. What's her name?
Jamil
Simone
Hill?
Sanders, I think.
Jamil Hill?
No, Simone Sanders works on his
Jamil
campaign.
Hill?
Jamel Hill, you think?
Jamil Hill wrote that. Simone Sanders definitely wrote it, but I'm trolling. Imagine being black, logging into a white man's Twitter account,
You gotta write this shit.
and got to write an apology to the black community for his white supremacy. God
Gotta
damn,
clean up after his shit.
you changing the white man's diapers. Oh man, our black women going out bad.
They getting paid.
I need a red table talk, as a matter of fact. I need a red table talk. I need to bring the black community to the principal's office. Can somebody reach out to Jada Pinkett and see if me and Uncle Hotep can get a red table talk discussion? Her mother, Willow. We need to bring the black community to the principal's office. We somebody's got to reach out because this is terrible. This is terrible. This is terrible.
And it's
Only
crazy that some people now he even had to make an apology tweet, a clarified tweet. And people still won't admit he was wrong in the first place. Like,
it's all right, Joe. We're getting Trump out of office. Don't worry.
unbelievable, man.
Let me see what's going on in here.
Unique Laura, Biden is exposing the Democratic think tank. Thanks for a donation, $5. We got to talk about George Floyd. Did you watch the cam video?
Yeah, I saw it.
All I gotta say is George was high as hell. I'm sorry. That Joker was lifted. He was on a high as a kite, man. He was. Now, I don't know why the cop pulled the gun in the first place, right? He pulled it, but he holstered it like he didn't keep it on him. He had it out, and George like, oh, I got shot the same way, like, oh, and he put it back in. I mean, he was just trying to get him out the car. Some I reading in the black conservative circles were saying he was, he got killed just because he was black, and I'm not so sure about that. I mean, he was high, and I think the officer should have reacted differently to a person that's high. Now I know he's a big dude, right? But it didn't seem like he was threatening, to them. Now I know I give the benefit of the doubt. Like sometimes cats be on high. It depends. You got to understand what they're high on. Like if he's on wet, then you be like, they can go off any minute and they act like they Superman. I seen that happen myself, man. I seen them jokers wetted up and they jump on cars and like my bull back in the day was all wetted up. He jumping on police cars. It took 20 cops beat some sense into him, man. They was beating him so bad. He was like, they beat some sense into him. He was like, God damn, stop, you were trying to kill me. They were beating him like that. You know what I'm saying?
Kicked him out his high.
Yeah, that's what they did. But he was, I don't know, like he was on that meth. But I don't know, man. It still doesn't absolve like some cats like ABL, like, oh, see, he was risking his ass. Oh, see, the cops did nothing wrong. No, man, the cops still put his knee on his neck for fucking 8 minutes straight, man, for no reason at all when he was already restrained. You know what I mean? This guy was, you know what you should do when the guy's high? Sit his ass on the corner, handcuff, wait for the ambulance to come, and take his ass the fuck out of here. Because he got to go to the hospital. You can't send a guy high into prison. You know what I'm saying? You got to let him detox first, then you send him to jail. You know what I mean? They should have did it that way. It was still, bad, in my opinion, bad police procedures. But like, I'm seeing all this argument on Twitter saying like, "Oh, he deserved it then," or this validates the cops. I'm like, I'm not so sure about that, but I do know he was high, and he shouldn't have been getting high. He shouldn't have been getting high driving. I don't know what he was doing, man. Like it was like a series of monumental fuck ups from himself. You know what I mean? And I don't know, man.
Did they get
He
the cuffs
should.
on him?
Yeah, he was handcuffed. He wouldn't get in
Well,
the car. He said he was claustrophobic.
well, I watched the video, and for about 5 minutes, I thought I was watching a comedy. I'm not gonna lie. He remind me of he remind me of Ezel over Friday. Oh, my
Oh,
neck,
come on.
my back.
Jesus.
And I can't hold back during this show. This is Hotep's been told you. I can't hold back my opinion of what I saw. I really saw. I saw a black man who needed help.
Yeah.
He didn't need to be arrested. I don't know if being arrested was lawful or not. I'm not here to play attorney on that. But I saw a black man who needed some serious motherfucking help. Um, I saw a police force who had inexperienced officers. I saw a police force who lacked black street smarts. Cause I think a real brother in that situation would have been like, "Yo, look, just let me handle this. Let me talk to him." And I think a real brother probably could have talked to the nigga into a car. It's just that these white cops. I feel like they get annoyed, right? I think they allow their emotions, and they're like, "Oh my god, I just want to get to the station and do the paperwork, and or my shift ends in 30 minutes, and I got to switch out, and by the time I get to food, I'm not gonna see my wife and until 7 o'clock." I think it's a lot of personal things that's going on in their head as opposed to the job at hand, and I think they allow themselves to violate people and to violate people's rights because I do think his rights were violated. I think it's perfectly okay to be high. I don't know if it's okay to be high and driving, but I think there's ways to go about that, such as just taking the keys away from somebody. Say, look, hand me the keys, have a seat on the ground, chill the fuck out. We're gonna call it social. Like I saw somebody this week say social workers should be handling some of these stops and not cops. And I'm like, I kind of agree, right? Because I think the person that shows up to a lot of these incidents needs to be like on some negotiator type shit. You got a terrorist and they call him a negotiator. There's none of that happening during these stops. Like there's nobody there that has any type of negotiating powers, no sales skills, no nothing. Because I could have talked the nigga into the car in 2 minutes. I'd be like, nigga, you want some Twizzlers? Man, hop in the car. We about to go down the store. I'm gonna stop by the store. I'm gonna get some Twizzlers. You gonna chew on the Twizzlers. You know what I mean? It's gonna be all good. We handle it. It ain't gonna be nothing.
Yeah.
Real man, yeah, don't even worry about it, bro. You gotta know how to talk to people. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think these dudes know how to talk to people or didn't want to take the time to talk to people. And I think you could have talked this guy into the car. You could have talked the guy into putting his handcuffs on. I could have talked George Floyd into put the damn handcuffs on. But they reaching for the gun, and I think they're reaching for the gun because they're scared. Like I don't think maybe it has to do because he's black, and the media's done such a great job of painting black men as
Right, right. That's part of it.
super predators, right?
Yeah.
Super predators was what Hillary Clinton called us. So police are reacting off of that stereotype, and I think they were scared because George Floyd ain't no little nigga now.
No, he's a big dude.
Yeah.
He's a big boy.
So a couple of tugs to try to get him in the car, and they were seeing like, oh, this ain't gonna be easy. Now they like, all right, well, let me get tough. When instead of you could have got smart, you know, I'd have sat him on the curb. I wouldn't. I don't know why they're so adamant about getting people into the car and so on and so forth. Um, but yeah, he didn't deserve to die. He didn't deserve the treatment he got, and it just goes to show you how I think it's just the police force is low IQ. More, I think the police force is more. Their social IQ is low, right? And I think that's the bigger problem. Their social IQ is so low,
Right.
because there's ways to mitigate a lot of these risks, man. To just handle these situations better, de-escalate situations. You know, it's just a damn shame he had to die. And I think you got to recognize too, like when somebody's high, right? Like I don't think the protocol should be the same for somebody that's high as somebody that's not,
Right.
because you're not in the right state of mind. Even with Ahmaud Arbery, no, not Ahmaud Arbery, the dude that got shot in Atlanta when he was drunk driving.
Yeah.
Like you can't. I think the protocol is supposed to change, right? Like sit your ass down and sober up before you wild out and do something stupid that's gonna make me fuck you up, right?
Right.
The protocol is just. So then again, we got to blame the people making the laws, and before we start blaming cops. Like I agree sometimes. Don't blame the cops. Blame the people that make the laws that the cops are abiding by, and blame the people that are writing the police protocol. The people who are writing the police protocol need to be held liable as well. Because if I wrote the protocol for the police, it'd be completely different.
Now, this was a discussion in the Black Conservative group chat, the Twitter chat. Is he a martyr? It has he been made a martyr? Now, I made the case that he is being a martyr. Not only did I got holograms, but matter of fact, they're giving out a George Floyd scholarship, man. A scholarship in his name. Just like in Baltimore, remember the guy that was in they took the rough ride in the van? They built a gymnasium for him. You can't tell me they're not making martyrs out of these guys, man.
Yeah, I had to look up the definition of martyr, um, just to make sure. Um, it's different. So I read like in British English, a person who suffers death rather than renounce his or her religious beliefs. Um,
Okay.
right. So that's like the British version, but I think the one that we use, um, is a martyr, someone who was killed or made to suffer greatly because of religious or political beliefs and is admired or respected by people who share those beliefs. Now, there's some room to be loose with the term. Um, I'd have to agree. Yeah, he is being made a martyr, right? Like they making murals with his face on it. That's it's not that's martyrdom. I would have to say. Let's make sure we're using that term correctly. Yeah, yeah. Um, I would have to say so. I would say he's a martyr. He's a martyr. But they're saying in the chat that he's not. I had to stop reading that chat. It just I don't know. It just
Well, they were trying to say he wasn't a martyr. You know, they were complaining about conservative ink. Trying to validate the police officers. When I kind of still think, in my opinion, the police still made some mistakes there.
yeah.
But I don't think it was. I don't think it was racially motivated. Not every police interaction with black folks and the black person killed is not always racially motivated here. I don't think it was here. I think a combination of him being high and then the pressure on his neck for a certain amount of minutes, that combination. Now I'm saying it not one or the other. I'm saying the combination of the two caused his death. You know what I'm saying? And I think it could have been entirely avoided. And I think the media plays it up, and we're not we keep avoiding the media. Media playing this up all the time, man. Every election season, I said this before. It's scripting season. Every just if and y'all don't remember, like I keep saying, Americans have short memories. 2016, they pulled the same. 2015, 2016, pulled the same crap all that summer. Here we had a bunch of racial tensions. Every cop interaction, every video they had, all over the news. Blah blah blah. The racial tension is high. Like they act like it's the '60s out here and stuff like that. They do this every election season, and we fall for it every time. It's just this time, that George Floyd, it caught fire, you know what I'm saying? And they had everything ready, and then it was a perfect storm with everybody being on lockdown. And they just let these people out right at the same time, and then NBA jumped on it. All the leagues jumped on it. Everybody jumped, ran out in the streets. They ain't had no job. They Trump giving out $5,000. They had to work. They was out here protesting and stuff like that. Now we're fighting for activists. We're fighting for, Black Lives Matter. Blah blah blah. Revitalized it. I thought Black Lives Matter was on life support. We ain't
Word.
heard from them jokers. We ain't heard near lickle. The whole first couple years of Trump's first 3 years of Trump presidency.
It was this close to being out of here too.
Yeah, they was.
It was getting exposed and everything.
Yeah, and then now they're back stronger than ever, and I'm just like, it will
The,
never end, man.
the, the white liberal will shoot you dead in the street and then show up at your funeral with flowers.
Yeah, they exploited his death, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not necessarily saying we intended to do that, but I'm saying the media has helped exploiting his death, and then we take it and run with it. And once black people watch too much TV, you know what I'm saying, and like once we see that time and time again and again and again, then we got like he's our hero. Like we're marching for George. I don't know. I think there's just that Chicago rapper FBG Duck. I didn't mean to bring up Chicago, but you heard about that shooting in Chicago, right?
What's
F
what's your,
um the rapper FGB Duck.
what he did?
No, he was a rapper. He was in the high end stores in Chicago, right? They were telling us like for him to get shot in these high end stores, that's like getting shot in Beverly Hills in Chicago. You know how segregated Chicago is.
Mm.
They lit his ass up, man. But that drill rap, what I mean, he made it like a song dissing all the dead rappers. He was beefing with Dirk and King Vaughn, I think his name is. Little Dirk. So the time is coming. You know what I mean, but same thing. We gotta. I've seen Shine say, well. All these drill rappers, they got to move out the hood. When they start rapping, they got to move. And he was even trying to say, "Man, I'm gonna stop trying to put guns in my videos because the kids look up to us and stuff like that."
Oh, so the
But
record
it's too
label
little,
killed him.
huh?
Record label killed him.
Oh.
See, as soon as he start talking about he gonna do something positive,
You
they say,
gotta
"Oh yeah,
go.
all right, dead rappers sell more records, right?"
Yeah, but not to get off topic, but like I didn't hear about him. I didn't really know because I don't really listen to drill rap, but I see when I heard his name, I looked up his videos on YouTube. And I was like, I think I saw one of his videos before because I went through all his like 5-10 videos. I'm like, he killed more black folks than the Klan, man. Like, and I was going through. I'm like, God damn, they would kill a lot. They talk about killing everybody. And I'm like, what is going on here? And then I'm like, YouTube, you got to add on every. There's an ad on every one of those videos. Add on every one of those videos. So
Monetize.
Who is profiting off of Black Death?
Mm.
People don't even peep the game.
And the white man get paid off of all of that.
It's sickening, man. It's sickening, man. It's sickening.
Yeah, but going back to the George Floyd thing, I saw the ruckus on the timeline. I reserved my right to comment. Um, I didn't feel like getting dirty. Because when you play with pigs, you're bound to get mud on you. That's all it was. It wasn't but a bunch of dirty pigs playing in that topic. And the conservatives were disgusting me, because of course, they were looking, they was waiting to say, "Oh, he wasn't innocent," and they was looking and it's just like I kind of knew from the beginning the dude was wilding, like not wilding
Mm.
to the point where he was supposed to die, but like when we saw the body cam footage, I was asking myself like, what's new about this,
Yeah.
right? Other than that, we're seeing the whole arrest. Like I don't see anything here that's like all I see is a man scared for his life, pleading for his life, that got killed. Um, and like you said, it seemed like he was under the influence of something. Um, but he was definitely tripping. But but niggas from the hood, like when niggas from the hood was around, they'd be like, all right, give him 5 minutes, y'all. Just leave him alone. He'll be all right, right?
Or like we got him. Come on, man, we got him. You know what I'm saying? That's why I hear. Like we got him. Come on, officer friendly, we got him, man. Come on, we got him, man.
Yeah,
Take him home. I mean, that's all it is. That's what we need. Like, well, you need cops from the community and stuff like that.
right.
That's why I encourage. Black folks got to get into policing. I mean, you got to police your own neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? People
Mhm.
from the neighborhood, you got to police it. You know, you keep getting officer friendly, and this is what you want to keep going to get. But y'all refuse to try to be to try one. Y'all discourage people even wanting to get in those careers. You know what I'm saying? So what are you going to get? You know what I'm saying?
You know what the first thing I would do if I was mayor of one of these cities was like
What?
Keisha. First
What?
thing I would do is I would call in the biggest crime bosses in the area and tell them I want a meeting,
Yeah.
and then give them all jobs. Give them all jobs, you know, all different types of jobs, and because everybody wants to go legit, right? Everybody wants to go legit. They don't want to sell drugs and whatever, whatever forever. Niggas always talking about getting out the game and going legit and not having a way. I'd give them an out. Look, here's your opportunity to go legit. If you don't go legit and take these jobs, I'm gonna bust your ass, right? And then that's when I'm calling Trump, like, yo, National Guard, I'm zapping niggas. I'm zapping niggas. You know what I'm saying? Because you got the power to. It's no more police force. We zapping niggas. But I'm gonna have that meeting, and I'm just gonna be big boss and say, look, this is what's gonna happen. Otherwise, we gonna really like start clamping down. But I think a lot of them would say yes. I think a lot of people would love to be, you know, just um, good workers for the community. There's a lot of people that need somebody to talk to, and the streets need a lot of cleaning up. But I'd give out jobs, man. I'd give out jobs to those people.
Yeah. Um, Busy 501. What do y'all think of the theory of the virus being part of a bigger plot to slowing down the warming of the Earth? Hold on, I'm missing a couple other ones. It was sad. This is Brandon Cooser. It was sad that man sounded like a cowardly lion. I knew he was high the minute he started yelling "Uchis, Uchis."
Yeah, he wasn't. He didn't want no sauce.
Uh, Dweezy Bird. Did you see the Arthur cartoon on PBS Kid explain the George Floyd video on a recent episode? Art?
Nah, you gonna have to link us on Twitter. I'm gonna check that out.
Man, they fast. They fast as hell with the propaganda these days, man. Um, Brody McFarland, what up, Brody? White man dashiki wearing Jordans. It's a wrap. Rise up, kings. With Joe Biden leading us, African reparation will be expanded to us in no time. Yo, man. Okay. Tim Orlando, what's up, my notable exceptions? Joe Biden. uh, um, I think I read that from Laura. Yeah, I did. And
Busy.
yeah, I read Busy for. I'd have read them in reverse. I don't know anything about that theory. That's the first I heard of that Busy.
Yeah, I think that sounds like a cover up conspiracy theory.
Yeah. Jaguar Wright and Common. You hear about Common? Jaguar Wright is accusing Common of I guess she's been a part of the Roots crew, back in the day, that the backpack rap, and she said, I guess she used to date Common. She said one day he was trying to get some cutty, and she was like, "Nah, I'm tired. And we had a show, blah blah blah." And she woke up, and Common was poking her in the eye with his penis. They tried to put his penis in her mouth. But this is where this didn't really, it didn't get no traction. Usually, a sexual innuendo or assault thing gets mileage nowadays. You know what I'm saying? They get people out of here, right? Common is well protected, man. They was like, no, yo, even your boy. She even had something about your boy Talib, man. She even said he was hiding in. She was getting undressed. And he was hiding there looking at her.
That's
Was
some
Talib
real.
that much of a weirdo, man?
That's some raper man shit. Hiding in the ladies' room. That's some raper man shit. That's not cool. That's not cool, Talib.
That's crazy.
He's
Talib
bugging.
was like that. Well, like, come on, man. How you a rapper on tour, all them groupies, and you're hiding in a goddamn, you're
Girls'
hiding
dressing room.
in a girl's dressing room. This is Talib Kweli. Well, I'll say one thing. She even she even said that it had some stuff about the Roots, and said they were going to pick up uh, underage women with R. Kelly and stuff like that, and the shows and stuff
Oh
like that.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And they're like, they were telling her, "Oh, he gives people paid millions and stuff like that." She didn't say nothing either.
Back
She
then.
didn't say nothing until the other day. She's just
Yeah.
culpable. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not trying to hear that, because all this standoff of Malik B dying, and I
Right.
guess they're not giving Malik B enough credit, or they owed him some money or something like that. I never was a big Roots fan. I just didn't dig their sound. You know what I'm saying? I would listen to Mos and Quale. You know what I mean? My backpack. I listen to MF Doom, Mr. Lift. I listen to them jokers. I really didn't. I didn't. I just didn't dig the Roots sound. You know what I mean? Except that one album. You know what I'm saying? But I never really got into them. You know. But that's a shame, man.
You know what was funny though? Right when that shit hit, um, Common, it was announced Common was dating Tiffany Haddish.
Yeah, I see that. Do you think that
After
was
she
part
didn't,
of it too?
yeah, they threw him some bail. Like, oh, hold up, Tiffany, we need a favor, because when stuff like that goes viral, it's hit all the blogs and whatnot. So, they wanted to hit the blogs heavy. So yeah, man, that's what happened, bro. Yeah, that's wild. That's wild. Being on tour, I heard a lot of stories about cats being on tour. Um, I never had that life because when we went on tour, shit, we was driving ourselves. You know what I mean?
Right,
Or we was
right.
taking flights, so it was just like, you know, we it was no like tour bus to be doing shit like that. And when we got a room at a hotel, it wasn't no shit you wanted to bring no girls back to. You know what I'm saying? We was staying at the Mo.
Y'all
Yeah,
was grinding.
yeah, we was grinding. Yeah, we with no
Y'all was
record
pulling
label.
from the muscle.
Yeah, we was. Sometimes we wasn't getting paid for these shows, so yeah, it was different. These niggas, I'm just like, and the crazy part is, you have to be a real dweeb to have to like want to sit in the girls' dressing room, because even when we was on tour, like girls came. Like you didn't have to try. It was just like, oh, you were that guy on stage earlier. You know what I mean? Or while you were on stage, they're trying to like get backstage. Or while you're backstage, they're like eyeing you and shit, trying to get backstage, right? So like you didn't have to try. So like for them to be doing all that is just like it just speaks to like being a weirdo and just being the type of dude who can't get girls or gets weird around girls. It doesn't know how to how to act around girls. I don't know. It's just I can't relate. I'm a ladies' man. Women love me, so I say like women always come to me. In fact, I'm the type of person where I really never used to approach women. If I approached a girl, it was for my homie. You know what I mean? He was too nervous to say something, or it was a group of girls and they wanted to break the ice, right? But usually, if I dated the girls, she was throwing me signals. Like I say to my book, man, if she ain't throwing you signals, it's practically rape, nigga. Like you better leave that girl alone, you know. But I think it just speaks to the fact that how these dudes is weirdos. They're like real like weirdos. Like I don't even know what other word to call it, you know. But I just can't like imagine being in like a little closet space, peeking through the window. Like that's some little kid shit, right? Like some little like some shit you do when you five or some shit. You know what I mean? Like the fuck is going on? Like you hiding in the closets trying to peek at girls. Like I don't know. That's some weirdo shit.
Yeah, Quali is definitely he's definitely weirdo.
He's not off. He's not off the hook for that behavior.
No.
Um, Common. If he was hitting that, uh, I ain't gonna comment. You know what I mean? He ain't as bad as Talib, but you know what I mean. Like, I ain't saying he right, but it ain't like you wasn't giving that pussy up before. You know what I mean? I could see it was different if y'all wasn't already smashing. You know, but um, yeah,
Yeah, I
but yeah,
think we need more context to that because I don't know what I don't, I
yeah,
don't I don't know what's going on with that.
yeah. But you ain't touching Common. He out of here.
Yeah, he got protection. I
Yeah.
ain't seen that. I'm like, damn, he flipped through that. I was even trying to gas it. I was like, I'm trying to kerosene on the joint. I was like, yo, that shit ain't go nowhere. I was like, damn. I wanted to see where it would go because I kind of had the feeling like they ain't gonna get him out of here with that because I seen the reaction. You know what I mean? Some people were just like, you know what I mean? V Trizzle, Trump said he got some rich people angry and we ain't gonna see him for a while today. Okay. John Lemley, Jay-Z lies about much weight he relocated and about building black excellence. So I can't wait to see how he let school interfere with education now. Then we'll roll right into the Roc Nation School. He's starting a music school, right?
Yeah.
Bachelor's. You get a bachelor's in music and some shit like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Sports management too.
Oh, and sports management.
He ain't slick though. He ain't slick. He trying to build the new class of Roc Nation and title. That's
Some
what he trying.
homegrown talent.
Yeah, he trying to get some homegrown talent so he can pluck and bring directly over, which isn't bad, right? Like
Right.
don't get me wrong, this isn't a bad idea and it's not malicious or like anti-black or anything like that. Like kind of like what you're supposed to do, you know?
Right.
Like I always say to people, it's like, these people aren't hiring and stuff. I'm like, well, y'all niggas ain't got skills to be hired in the first place. That's step one. Y'all niggas don't know shit. So I think that his move to educate people who will eventually work for his corporation is quite brilliant.
Yeah, it's not a bad gig. Yeah, I mean, he's that's a good setup. He can always pluck the best out of the class and be like, "Hey, you got a job with me, bro. Come on over." You know what I'm saying? Sign
Mhm.
this slave contract. Hey, I'm working for Jay Z. I can get to go to the brunch. You know what I'm saying? You know, you go to the Jay Z brunch and shit. That's the new the Roc Nation brunch. You know what I mean?
And yo, I was thinking about this the other day. Um, why hasn't Title turned that joke into some sort of content, right? Like
Yeah,
I would throw a contest, Jay Z, dinner with Jay Z, or
right.
I'm sorry, lunch with Jay Z, right?
Yeah,
I would throw that contest, and the only way you could sign up would be like, be on Title,
right. Pick a
download
random
Title,
title user.
and a random Title user. All you have to do is download Title and use it. Maybe use it for 7 days straight or something like that. I don't know, but dinner with Jay Z, lunch with Jay Z. Like, how haven't they turned that joke at me into content yet? It's just beyond me. Jay, make that happen, yo. I want to see that. That's gonna be funny.
Yeah, I think he's fumbling on title, man. Like I think title should be bigger than it is. You know, maybe a slow roll. You know, what I mean, will eventually get there. You know what I'm saying? But I think he needs to be more, like you said, more innovative with the social media. I think they're not. They're not. They're not at all.
Nah,
His wife
yeah,
stuff is.
yeah. I mean, and we gotta talk about Black is King too.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't watch it.
I ain't watch that shit neither. I don't got no time to be watching that shit. What the fuck I'm proud of my blackness already. Nigga, we been said we was kings. I don't need no. Y'all late as hell.
Oh man, that was no Blackie's king. So when we was kings, we used to say we said that. Oh shit! Now I
when we
just
said
realized it.
when we said we was kings, niggas told us nah, not everybody. Beyonce come out, dance a little bit. The black is king. Now everybody black is king. You got it. You got it. But I'm happy for y'all. I'm happy y'all found something to be happy and be black about. My son was walking around the house asking. He was like, he asked his mom, "Did you watch Black is King?" She's like, "No." Did you? He's like, "No." I was like, "Oh, well, if you watch it, let me know how it was." I think some kids that probably some shit that kids could watch, some good black propaganda, make you feel good about being black. I'm just a little too old to be trying to rile me up to be pro black.
I might try. I asked my timeline is it safe for kids to watch? Because I was gonna send my two daughters. Here you go.
Yeah, here you go. Sit down here. That's what that shit's for. That shit's for kids, yo. It's just for black kids, yo. Go be proud to be black. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's all that shit's about. Get you a little bit of pride, pump you up. Old nigga like me, I'm like, man, that shit ain't doing shit for me. And
No.
black women, of course. Oh yes, yes.
Yeah, even I think it was Daily Beast. They're starting to notice like is why is anybody why is everybody is everybody afraid to criticize? Is it afraid to criticize Beyonce?
Yeah. You don't want them problems. You ever tried it before? Shit. They would shut down your account. You be suspended for some shit you didn't even know you tweeted.
That's like Beyonce's cool and all. I'm glad these people have their hero and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
everybody else, Mike, Prince, remember how the media did them?
Yeah.
And here we have this nothing. The biggest thing was she tried to make people go vegan, and everybody told her hell no. You know what I'm saying? That was the only fail she ever had in my recent memory.
That was the
Everything
ultimate
else, yeah, it's untouchable. And that's why I'm kind of worried of this because anybody else that gets that high, they get taken down. Everybody falls. Nobody's big. Nobody was bigger than MJ. They got his ass out of there. Took his ass to court, fake charges. You know, try to burn a man alive. You know what I'm saying? Like, like,
because he owned that white man music.
yeah.
Beatles, Elvis. Yeah. Something else. Another. He owned all the white greats. On their masters. He said, I'm going to own the masters.
He even, I'm not even gonna feel like he even went toe to toe with them jokers. He even wrote a song. I'm not even gonna talk about it. But even Prince went toe to toe with him.
They don't really care about us.
But where if what has Beyonce went toe to toe?
No, she won't. That's why she's allowed to do what she. And that's the thing with Jay-Z and Beyonce. They've learned that lesson.
Yeah,
You don't go toe to toe. See, he kind of did it with Title, and that's why
yeah,
Title is failing,
right.
right? Because the first time Jay Z got some real bad press was when Title hit. I remember when Title first dropped. It was a smear campaign. I'm in marketing. I know a smear campaign when I see one, and every single headline was criticizing Title. I'm just like, yeah, how you gonna criticize some shit that's like literally superior to the competition? They got higher quality. They're giving the artists more royalties. Like, what's wrong with y'all? You know. So it was a straight up smear campaign. But again, somebody tweeted something the other day. I want to say it was somebody from TDE complaining about how black people are entitled, and niggas was under there talking about, oh, they ain't got all the songs, and niggas was like, no, actually, they got more songs than Apple and Tidal. Like, they got niggas in charge of music. You put niggas in charge of music, all them songs gonna be there. Okay, they got all the songs, but the black man gonna find some way. I got Tidal. Niggas can't talk shit about me. I got my subscriptions. I'll boot my shit up right now. You just can't tell me nothing. I'm on there, huh? I'm on there. I support. I'm waiting for y'all niggas to put your money where your mouth is. Jay Z get $12.99 from me every month. I don't give it to Apple, and I don't even stream music like that. You know, um, but they don't really go at the white man like that. They know better. They know better. They know better. I think they're trying to get some real fuck you money first, and then
Right.
maybe try a little something. But the day they do, the media's going to turn on them.
Yeah.
So they try to get a little too woke or a little too much power or ownership, the media turn on them, just like they did Jay Z. They'll turn on them.
Ti. Oh wait. I think um Lemley, Yeezy Sound might be on Tidal's heels for streaming soon if Kanye actually prioritizes music in his business and does some more networking.
Huh, huh, huh.
Um, Ti, Lloyd's of London.
Yeah, reparations.
He said Lloyd's of London should pay reparations because they finance part of slave trade.
Yeah, and other things. Well, Lloyd's of London has admitted to this. I mean, this stuff has been documented. Barclays, all these banks have admitted to their role in slave trade. Farrakhan been told y'all about this shit. You know, like this shit ain't nothing new. Um, but again, and that was my problem with conservatives. I'm like, yo, every time y'all keep talking about like, the reparations conversation, I ain't paying nothing. And I'm like, yo, do y'all don't even know the conversation? Like niggas been blaming 9 major corporations for this shit since forever. This shit's been published. Before y'all even got y'all Twitter accounts, there's been literal corporations that have been targeted and have come out and issued apologies for their role in slavery and so on, whatever. So I'm like,
Right.
it ain't coming out your pockets. It's coming out these corporations' pockets, the same ones you say you hate. Like, come on, bro. If we wanted to do, if we want to do a diversity check on Google, and Facebook and all these companies, they ain't not diversified up as far as race is concerned. So we could get them for that bag too. It's so stupid because we got common enemies and we can come together and take these fools down in court. But this is definitely a legal battle between free persons and corporations.
Yeah, and like they're quick to say that only what they say
Descendants is
only 10% of people had slaves in the first place. So it was the rich of the rich. So we ain't talk about you in the first place. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we ain't talking about you. Them same jokers is rich, the same jokers that's rich now. We ain't talking about you.
you
Like
broke it.
Georgetown University came out and said, we took part in that, and I think they gave out some money or something like that. Or,
Okay.
but yeah, it's
Yeah.
just like we're talking about the big wigs. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah.
Democrats must pay.
Damn it, what's fair? Damn it, what's fair?
Um, that's all I got, man. You got
Tommy
anything?
Lauren,
Oh, Tomi Lahren. Tomi Lahren is back on the market. Chat. Who is hitting up Tomi Lahren? Who is in Tomi Lahren's DMs right now?
me.
Lemley, Mateo, Fred. Yo, in Tomi Lahren's. It's open season in Tomi Lahren's DMs. Y'all better fire them shots off. She mad as hell, boy.
She hot. She hot. I think she tired of dating white people. She sound like she want to date a black man. That's
Yeah,
what it sounds
remember.
like.
Yeah, remember she was the first to like. She gave Maj a look. She gave. Who else was she did a sit down with? She sat
See
down
the guy,
with. Yeah,
I mean,
Charlemagne, that British nigga. What was his name?
oh,
You know what I'm talking about.
um, from South America. I mean, South Africa.
Yeah, that is, yeah, the South American shot, South African job.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, she wants some black dick. Um, that everybody's been wrong about what the problem is. I just diagnosed the problem right there. She needs some black dick. You know, that's it. You know, what she said wasn't wrong. You know, a lot of people were like, "Oh my God, she's attacking men," and I'm like, first of all, the title of her video or whatever was the pussification of men. And I'm like, isn't that the same shit y'all been complaining about?
Yep.
That's the same shit we've all been complaining about. The pussification of men. She puts out a video, pussification of men, and now all of a sudden y'all disagree. I think it's just become unpopular to like Tomi Lahren. And I think it's Candace Owens' fault.
Yeah, Candace just took her lane.
Yeah, she stole her lane. And they're like, ugh, we don't need this white bitch no more. We got our black queen. You know what I'm saying? I think, you know, Tomi Lahren has some. I think Tomi thought she was going to win with this post. I thought she thought she was going to win with this. I didn't think she knew she was going to kick up dust from her own side. But I was just like, I kind of agree with her. You know, I think she said, first things first, make sure you tell people you're single and they don't got, you know, blah, blah, blah. She's talking about men wanting to be cuffing text messages, men not being able to ask for a date, not knowing how to ask for a date. And, you know, some people were like, oh, it's just the guys you date. And I'm like, nah, I think she really having a problem dating. I think there's a lot of bullshit ass men out here. I know. I seen them. Let's look at the state of the country. The result of this, the state of the country is the result of a lack of masculinity. The state of the country, the rise in communism is because of a lack of masculinity. We're the ones that were supposed to be protecting us from the communists, from all this fuckery that's happening. Yeah. So you can't say the girl's wrong. She's not wrong. She's expressing a concern and saying, yo, these motherfuckers is pussy. Where the real men at? Yeah. That's the other thing she was trying to do is like, yo, I'm on the market again. Holla. That's what she was basically saying, too. My DMs is open. That's the real deal.
Yeah, that's exactly what she was saying.
I tried back in the day. She curved me. I guess I wasn't famous enough yet. But you know what I mean? Somebody gonna get that, turn that out. She's gonna be twerking before the year is over. But yeah, man, that's all I got. Tomorrow I'm gonna be on with Thaddeus Russell.
Okay.
It's gonna be epic, amazing, crazy. We getting his whole history, how he dated his first girlfriend. He's a white man. His first girlfriend was a black girl, getting beat up by black people growing up, being the only white man in town, a white kid in school. It's gonna be a very, very interesting topic. He actually teaches history at the university level.
Okay.
So gems will be dropped tomorrow, 7 p.m. right here.
Okay. Uncle Hotep Factor Sunday night, 8:00.
Next week, I'm trying to get Doe Dubes on to interview too. Yeah, man. So I got y'all.
All right, man.
Don't forget to subscribe to Ice Bay on OnlyFans. I'm out.